All right, we back, folks. Technical difficulties
Everything I
solved.
said bad about Alabama, everything I said, anything good about Alabama, I fucking take it back. Alabama sucks. Oh my bad, bro. Yeah, we was trying to fix the live and everything. I just got into Alabama, and so I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Alabama, but anything good I said about Alabama, it's a lie. I lied. It's a cousin. It's a cousin effing state. Yeah, I said it. All you Bama, come at me. Um, Roll Tide. Yeah, Alabama Crimson Tide. They suck, including Auburn. Yeah, Auburn sucks ass too. How can you be the Auburn Tigers and a greeting and Auburn is War Eagle?
Yeah, that's retarded. I
Roll
know.
Tide.
I know about the
Roll
story.
Tide, brother.
I know about the story of why they call themselves War Eagle, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you ain't even got to do that shit. Keep that
I know.
amongst yourself. No,
Don't
everybody
forget.
got to know
Don't forget. Roll Tide, brother. I'm like you
that.
sound like you hate your second cousin.
Boy. That's funny.
Roll Tide.
That's funny.
Fucking inbreds. I
Yeah.
fucking hate. I
I don't know.
okay. There's obnoxious fans. Like there's fans that I cannot really fucking stand. Right? It's like Cleveland Browns fans I cannot really stand. But the two teams who have the worst fucking fans, and they both have to be in college football. It is Ohio State fans,
Oh, I hate them.
Ohio State, and the Crimson Tide.
Yeah. I hate
Ohio
Ohio
State
State
is
fans and
just
Crimson Tide fans, yo.
Ohio State is basically like the best analogy I could give you is when a bougie bitch from Buckhead goes to the gas station in Bankhead. She doesn't have to be there, but she's forced to be there because she forgot to put gas in her car. That's basically how you fucking Buckeye fans act. You fucking you're just some bougie bitches in the motherfucking hood happen to be at the gas station filling up.
Boy, you
You
funny.
telling her, you try to tell her tire low. She's like, ew, get away from me, you bum. Like, bitch, I'm telling you, your tire is low. Fucking, yeah, that's what you Buckeyes are.
That
You
reminded me of this
Alabama,
real I saw, dude, where this girl was waiting in line at the gas station. She all on her phone. Dude walks up to her like, excuse me, ma'am. She's like, I got a boyfriend. He's like, ma'am, I'm just trying to see if I can get a couple of dollars for me and my son. Da 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 da. Right. So she
oh yeah,
she
that shit
she
happened.
gets she yeah she knows does whatever to get him to leave her alone. What's up, Dragon?
Hey, what's going on, brothers?
Chilling,
How are
man,
y'all?
chilling. We good, we good. So basically, he goes to the guy that's standing in front of him, like, dude, can you give me some of my kids? And da, da. He's like, yeah, sure, here you go. So he says, you just won $10,000. So the chick, with her entitled ass, kind of nudges him like, what's up? Well, he's like, oh, no, you got a boyfriend. That shit was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
That shit's funny as fuck, man. But yeah, folks, how y'all doing tonight, man? Hey, election results are in. And as you've seen, there was a blue wave, which it really wasn't a blue wave, folks. They were supposed to fucking win.
Yeah,
They're
it was
supposed to
like
win the mayoral. We already knew he was going to win for mayor, and it was going to be a Democrat anyway. Sleewa had
it,
no fucking chance.
it's like at the is that her name? The lady in Virginia,
No.
Sleewa?
The Republican, damn, you ain't
The
been
black
following
woman,
shit.
the black
No,
woman in Virginia is Winston. Is it Winston?
Winsome Earl Sears. She did not win.
Shares, yeah, which is a goddamn shame. And the
It
reason
is.
why it's a damn
It
shame
is.
is the fact that I could now for me, I would say, you know what? This is the reason why I say CNN and MSNBC is full of shit, and this is the reason why I would never want you Democrats talk about identity politics ever fucking again.
No, really
Don't you fucking open your goddamn mouth saying I'm a black woman, I'm a black man.
I want to hear that shit because y'all didn't vote for it.
Y'all
didn't vote for it.
Yeah, the first black woman in the history of Virginia, first black person ever who could have been governor, but hey.
Now it's the first woman, the governor of the state of Virginia is a white woman. And guys, we're not mentioning this to be racist or saying, oh, we don't want white people to be in office. It's not
I'm being racist. Fuck it. I'm being racist. All last one of them Democrats are racist because they ain't vote for the black woman. Like they said, you a racist if you ain't vote for Kamala Harris because she's black. Fucking racist.
Yeah, y'all
you
said the same thing about us black men. Y'all said the same thing. Y'all said the same thing. You ain't vote for him, you racist. Well, y'all didn't vote for Winston Sears. She's a patriot, a veteran, Marine, great core values, has experience because she's the lieutenant governor. And you know, the classy thing she did was after the results were in, she said, I'll do all I can to make sure there's a great, amicable transition. I want to help out Abigail Spanberger. I was like, wow. Classy woman, man.
Well, hey.
Woman.
I never, oh my God. If I ever hear one of these niggas open their mouth talking about black, I'm like, ain't fucking pro-black, it's being pro-democrat. You're only a sellout when you don't think democratically. But if you think like a Republican, you're a goddamn coon, Shambo, goddamn, you goddamn Uncle Ruckus.
Yep.
You Kexia Freeman. You just want to be the house Negro for the white man who's only slaves blacks. That's what y'all niggas sound like to me.
NAACP lying to the country, talking about we're not endorsing Abigail Spanberger, and they really didn't say verbatim that they were endorsing her. But you invited her to speak at your state conference in Virginia, but you didn't invite the black woman.
We're not in. You want to hear something funny? That is NCAACP. I hope somebody NCAA. Oh my God, I will give them
NCAACP. NAACP, bro.
Man, that's what the fuck their name is now. I'm disrespecting
that's NAADP now. It's NAADP.
It's goddamn NAACP, bitch ass niggas. That's what the fuck you are. You hoe ass, weak ass niggas. You are far from. This is. You want to hear something funny? This was the end of that movement. That was the end of that organization. I do not give one flying fuck about y'all bitch ass organization. If God leads, for love of God, may I please never die from the hands of a white man. Because oh my God, I will roll on my motherfucking grave having you niggas riot over me. Singing Negro spiritual. Waiting, the mask will not gonna beat me no more. Oh my God. God, please, God, for love Jesus. Just so ever let me die by a white man, please.
The NAADP, National Association for the Advancement of the Democratic Party. That's what they are now. I will never, ever associate myself or back the NAACP. Ever. I've given to them in the past. We'll never do it again. Never do it again. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh my
it doesn't
God.
Make absolutely. It made sense for Barack to endorse her because she's Democratic, but at the same time, I still spit on Barack because you had the nerve on Father's Day to lambaste and condescendingly fuss and chastise black men, saying you better vote for her. She's a woman of color. I don't want to see about this.
Hey.
Don't think that
No,
you can't
she's a black woman.
vote for her because she's a woman. You want to get into your mind that you can't be led by a woman. But then he sits there. He didn't have to endorse Abigail. He didn't have to go stomp her. He didn't have to show up with her and appear at the daggum thing. But he could just he could have just tapped out like he did with Mondami. He didn't go endorse Mondami. He gave him a phone call, but he didn't go and speak with him.
I ain't do all that.
Because of that too, he can suck a dick.
Hey. No. No, Wildcat. We don't have to be like that. We can be better than that. We can be Americans. Now, what I was saying to the brothers is, why ain't you showing up for the black women like you show up for me? That's all I'm saying. You know what can we do? What can we do to get you to come out there and vote for her? That's all I'm saying to the brothers. I wasn't. See, you got to have a gay school teacher. you got.
What?
John, Wildcat, you're a little bit.
Oh, what?
You gotta have a gay school teacher. That's the problem.
Oh, you talking about when you're talking about they need every young black boy needs a gay mentor.
Every young black kid should be touched by a gay teacher, like I was.
Well, I'm telling you, that man is flaming, dude. He just ain't came out of the closet yet.
Hey, I know about Bulldogs in Atlanta. I mean, not Bulldogs.
Yeah, you talking about Bulldogs? That shit's still open, I think.
Vortex, yeah. I love Vortex. Good food, great pizza.
The Vortex across the street. But hey, folks, if you look at these results, this is what went on yesterday, and I'm gonna show you this. Yesterday. Oh God, this is crazy. All right, so Mickey Sherrill, they had the governor's race in New Jersey. Mickey Sherrill got 56.3% of the vote. But what's crazy about this is, of course, they were supposed to win. But look at the margin of victory for these people. That's what's important. They weren't winning by double digits. Look at this. That's not a double-digit win. Well, that's a double-digit win. This one right here in New Jersey. Jack Citronelli. Two independents ran and only got 0.3 and 0.2% of the vote. But look, the vote tabulation, he's only off from time with her by about what, 700 and not even that much. Looks like about a little less than 500,000 votes. That's actually kind of close. And a lot of these races, because of the gerrymandering that the Democrats have been doing for years, the urban areas are gerrymandered like hell, or the state's gerrymandered to where the urban areas have all the concentration. If it wasn't for the urban areas, Democrats wouldn't win shit. But the crazy thing is, and we'll get to this later, I was looking at a YouTube channel by the name of Dr. Steve Turley, where I usually watch a lot. There is what he calls left. They call them leftagees, leftist refugees. They're speaking with their feet. They're moving out of the urban areas and going into the suburbs. They're going into the conservative parts of the state. They're leaving the urban areas. That is going to spell doom for the Democratic Party, because they gerrymandered for the urban areas to give them a leg up.
I doubt it.
Then check this out. This is Virginia.
What happens is these motherfuckers who move out of these areas, they will leave everything behind except for their politics. That's the reason why when all those motherfuckers from California was coming there, they was just like, when you come to Texas, make sure you leave your politics in California, because there's a reason why you're moving here.
Well, here's the thing, though, that he mentioned. The crazy part is that the more the Democratic Party moves to the left, it's the middle of the road, middle class family, populist people in America that they're going away from. We can't assume that these people that are leaving these urban areas are all raging liberals. Why would they? Why would they leave the urban areas? Because the urban areas are giving them what they want. It's the middle of the road, independents and all them that claim themselves to be Democrats.
So
it's the moderate Democrats that are leaving. It's not the liberal Democrats, it's the moderate.
So say you get, let's just use Georgia because you know Georgia. Let's say you get somebody from Atlanta and they were like, you know what? They're kind of like middle of the road, a little bit more on the left, but they're kind of a little bit more of an independent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say they move out to somewhere, I don't know. Let's go. Let's go. I'm looking for a Republican county. They move all the way. They move all the way up there to what county is Cartersville? Fuck.
Oh shit, I don't remember, man.
They moved to White County. They moved to White County. They moved to White County. Which
Tatnall?
Is
it Tatnall? Is it Tatnall?
Which is right there by Cartersville, White County. Right there by Cartersville.
Oh, White County.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Right there by Cartersville. They moved over there, Ohio County, which is north of Cobb, which is Republican, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they move up there, they cannot agree with the Republicans because of the fact that the Republicans up there are further right than the Republicans in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to go and vote Democrat because a Republic, like in a Republican state, a Democrat in a Republican area is basically like a Republic. It's like a California Republican or a New York Republican. They basically, they got some things that they agree with the Democrats, but they would more likely be a Democrat, if you feel what I'm saying, right? And so that's the reason why they, a lot of people like, yo, when you come here, make sure you leave your bitch ass politics because we don't need that. We don't need more of your bullshit. We don't need that shit. So
they'll still vote Democrat. The thing is that their numbers are dwindling in the urban areas, though.
Yeah.
Which might affect who the urban areas choose in the ballot. That's why
as long as it's not a high dense of them, if it's a high density of Democrats moving, like we got let's say we're gonna use Atlanta again. We got 35,000 Atlanteans, and they all decided, you know what, we're gonna move to Hall County. That right there will sway that county into being more Democratic. And that will sway a Georgia election. So it's just for me, it's just if people for me, they should make a fucking law to say if it is illegal for you to leave the state of New York. It is illegal for you to leave the city of Minnesota because this is what you voted for, so be happy. Or if you didn't vote for, only way you should be able to leave if you did not vote for it. But New York also do have exit taxes, so you ain't like you leaving.
Yeah.
And
well, the thing is, if you got enough money, you leaving, and that's who's leaving.
No, they got exit taxes.
But what's what I'm saying? If you got enough money, you can get the hell on.
Yeah. No, of course. But they still have exit taxes. But here's the funny shit is that it's not going to be the way they think it's going to be. Because as a person who has been to a socialist country, oh, trust and believe me, you might have fucking you might have millionaires like, oh, I ain't gonna stay because my money about to be more. Watch and see what's about to happen.
Hmm.
But thank
But
you, New York, for making me a you're about in the next 3 months, you're about to make me a more of a richer man. So thank you, New York City. I appreciate
really, how's that? Explain us how it's gonna make you a little richer, man.
you. It's about to be a little bit more dangerous. It's about to be more dangerous. It's about to be more expensive. So I gotta raise the prices.
Yeah.
I gotta raise the prices, y'all. I'm gonna raise the prices of your ribeyes. Hey, you like them oxtails, baby? You like them softballs? Yeah, I'm gonna need an extra $1 a pound. Yeah. You gonna pay for it because you gonna be hungry.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and you could. We got this big shit short too. We make more money, baby. Do what you want. And the rich get richer.
So, guys, if y'all look at this, Abigail won, but look at her margin of victory. It's a little bit over, what's that, 15%? A little bit over 15%, looks like. Well, a little less than 15%. But here's what I want y'all to take a look at right here. Zoran Mondami, he won too. He won with less than 9% of the vote. 9% of, excuse me, the margin of victory here was 9%. Staten Island went for Cuomo, 54.4% to his 22.7%. They gonna be the real pissed off ones when all his shit takes effect. And then you got Queens was damn near neck and neck. He only won in Queens by about, what's that, 3%? No, 5%. Yeah, a little less than 5%. No, a little more than 5%, 5.1%. He won by a little more than, what is that, 20,000 some odd votes over Cuomo. He won by, looks like about 9% in the Bronx. He won by, what's that, 9% in Manhattan. And he won by Brooklyn fucking. Well, at least you know where all the Muslims at in fucking in New York. Brooklyn. This dude won 56.8 to 37.3% in Brooklyn. I guarantee. You know what? I'm curious. Which suburb of New York, which borough of New York has the highest crime? You know, off the top of your head, Max?
It will have to either be the Bronx or Brooklyn. One of those two. I got money on Brooklyn. No, I got money on the Bronx.
Well, you lost. It's Brooklyn. Particularly in the neighborhoods of the notorious B.I.G.'s own Bedford-Stuyvesant and Bed-Stuy. So basically, guys, that is a cross section or a quick look at how all of New York will be. Brooklyn, highest crime rate. That jank is going to spread across the whole city, baby. Best believe.
Well, so as New York City goes, the rest of the boroughs go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if New York City is going to be soft, on what Mondani said, he's going to block ICE from. He's basically You might have how it was about to be like back in the early 2000s where the MTA and when the MTA and the NYPD was kind of, there was like a beef. There was a beef because NYPD officer almost shot MTA officer, and so there was like a beef back in the day, between the MTA officers and NYPD, and so what you're gonna start seeing is I bet you're gonna start seeing the MTA and NYPD start clashing again. And when they start clashing, it's not good for this. It's not good for nobody because less work gets done, and not only do less work gets done, but you're talking about there's going to be a lot of crime that's not going to be solved. It's about to be a lot of crime that's about to be like what the plans what Mandami is talking about has already been done.
Really?
Yeah, it's already been done, and it didn't work.
Oh, you're talking about like Russia and
No,
Cuba?
I'm talking about here in the United States.
Where?
Let's see. What he's talking about with the governmental run stores. They did that in Kansas. Didn't work. Did not work. Reason why is whenever the governments get in the market, what they tend to do is they do the same thing. They tend to price themselves out of business. Because you gotta remember, it's still the free market. So the government gotta compete like everybody else. But the problem with the government is the government has no money. The government has your money. So what the government does is they tend to overspend. And when they overspend, well, tend to everything goes up. Example, look at healthcare. The reason why healthcare is so fucking expensive now is the fact that the government decided to get into the insurance the insurance market. I mean the insurance market and pharmaceutical market. The price of drugs has skyrocketed. The price of healthcare is skyrocketed. Now, one good thing I could tell you only one good thing about Obamacare. Here's the one good thing about Obamacare that I will give the Obamacare is that's the only one flower I will give it. Is the fact that there was a time whenever you have health care, right? Say you have health care for like 20 years, and it came to time to actually use your health care. When it came time to, like, say you need a battle cancer or something like that, those cancer treatments are very fucking expensive. They're very fucking expensive. We're talking about what, like $200,000.
Damn.
That's the price of it. What it is now, $200,000 for cancer treatment. That's how much it costs. And then because if you are like me, if you're paying cash, you get a discount. You will get more. I get more of a discount than the people who pay for insurance because I'm paying cash.
Wow.
So they like, but yeah. So Obamacare, literally, say example like me. I don't have health care, right? So what I do is example. Say right now I don't have a doctor that I go to inside of the States. I gotta find me another one. My old doctor, he passed away from COVID, right?
Damn.
So say if I gotta get a checkup inside of the States, right? That nigga was old.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, he was old. He 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 was my doctor when I was in high school, and he was old when I was in high school. Nigga
Okay,
was
yeah, I
50
had
when I
one of
was in
them
high
too.
school.
I had one of them too. I know my
Yeah,
doctor been gone.
yeah, like that nigga, like the nigga was so my doctor was so old that when, if I remember correctly now, he used to swindle my uncle in pool back when they was younger.
Damn.
Yeah, my uncle, he gone. Like he been gone. But yeah,
Mhm.
they used to hang out with each other back in the day. So
That's fun.
so example, I would, if I have like say if I need a update with my, with my medicine, like I could go to Cartersville. I just go to Cartersville. Like say for example, my blood pressure ain't nothing too crazy with it, they just send me on my way and just write my prescription, right? So right there, that will cost me about $50 just for that. Cost me $50 because we're not really doing that. You're just really sitting there writing me a prescription. That's pretty much all you're doing. So $50 right there. So what happens is with the Obama subsidies, right? Now we're gonna say me and I'm a legal immigrant. He got to do the same shit I got to do. They're gonna charge him $50. Let's say he doesn't have the money. Well, he doesn't have the money. They put him on the payment plan. You got to pay this off in 2 months, and we're just gonna charge you $5 interest if you don't pay it off in a month. So what they will do is they will not pay for it, and they will not pay it. And say if they need something else to be done, they just go back to the hospital and get it done. Same thing, payment plan, never pay for it, never pay for it. Then you're talking about years on and years down the line that you racked up a medical bill of $50,000. Do you know who pays for that?
Cool.
You do. I do. Dragon does. Everybody pays for that per illegal immigrant. And and here's the problem. The major problem is that they have flooded with these people on these illegal immigrants on this system. And you got to understand these illegal immigrants who are coming here don't have the same health quality like you did in their country. So these people coming here, they are a little bit more sicker. Not only they're a little bit more sicker, they less malnourished. You know the fucking word. I can't even say it. Malnourished. They least malnourished. So
Mm-hmm.
all of this shit that when it comes to the medical aspect of Obamacare, well, it's only medical aspects, but all of this shit, all of this shit, the main problem is no one pays for this shit except for us. We the only one that pays for this. The
Right.
American taxpayers.
Mm-hmm.
And what the government, they don't want to get rid of their voting block. They don't want to get rid of half of the fucking people on food stamps are illegal immigrants. They don't want to get rid of their voting block because if they can't get food, if they can't get health care, if they can't get jobs, they're going to go back home.
Mm-hmm. Pretty
But
much.
the Democrats are literally voting for their own demise. Is
They
what they're
are.
doing.
And remember earlier when I read to y'all that Brooklyn had the highest percentage margin of victory for Mondami and NYC, and I told you guys, and I was taking an educated guess. I guess I said I bet you I know who has the highest crime rate, and it's Brooklyn. Guess what? Guess what borough has the highest population of Muslims in NYC?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
So
Dominicans and Puerto Ricans in Bronx.
in Bronx, yeah.
The
Here's the
Bronx
thing.
hell.
When I said this on Facebook, I said to somebody, I said, hey, if they are leaving New York like that, please send all big booty Dominicanas and Boricuas to Georgia, please. Send all them big booty Latinas down here.
You don't want the masculine bitches.
Well, some of them got. I can weed out some of them. Some of them got to be feminine. There's got at least be 2 or 3 of them feminine, dog.
Man, shit. You got. Hey.
I met one on the boat. On the boat.
Have you been to New York?
I met one on the boat. Matter of fact, I met 2 Dominicans from New York on the boat.
From New York,
I went on the
boat.
cruise. Yeah,
they're
from New York.
Chameleons. They are probably fucking chameleons.
Probably they. You know how people act different on vacation.
Probably
I'm so glad I didn't.
chameleons,
I'm so glad I ain't mess with that saggy titty bitch, bro. I did not know her titties was that saggy.
Man,
I was tipsy that night, bro. I walked her back to her room. Her roommate was in there. Every time my roommate would go in the bathroom, she'd go to kissing all on me and shit. Like, God damn, girl. She's like, and I guess I was too drunk to remember her saying, "You gonna come and see me when everybody's on off the boat tomorrow?" And I guess I said yes, because later on that day, the next day, later on that night, she's like, "I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you." All right, what you mad at me for? You was supposed to come see me and you didn't. Well, I don't remember telling you I was supposed to come see you. I gave you my number, my cabin number, and my cell phone number. You knew the hell I was. Anyway, I'm kind of glad that didn't pop off though. I'm glad. She looked like she was somebody. She looked like somebody auntie. They had a chick in their group, my nigga. This bitch was so bad, but she did have a couple of red flags though, boy. Baby hair, few tattoos. She was fine. Oh my God. Oof. Anyway, let's look at this. Melanie King is doing this was put out 2 hours ago. And it's about Mondami. And it says in the title,
Sean,
what?
Hey, that would have been a great day for me to be your wingman because I don't know what it is about New York Dominican women, bro. They love my ass, bro. They love me, bro. New York Dominican women, hey man, those are the only women I could say in my life that I honestly I love all women, bro, but Dominican women, especially Dominican women from New York, they got my heart, bro. All them bitches will always have my heart, even though how masculine some of them hoes are. But
I'm about to say, clean it up, man, because you were just talking bad about their ass.
You know how masculine some. Hey man, they took care of me when I was young, man. They show a nigga love, man. They really showed a nigga love when I was young, man. When I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. These black women out here, when I was younger, bro, they had me feeling like I was ugly in the motherfucker, boy. I was like, damn, yo. I looked at myself in the mirror one day. I was like, yo, do I really look that busted?
That's what they do sometimes, bro. They probably take us down. They try to take us down, bro.
I was like, nigga, I ain't getting no play. I'm like, man, goddamn, then Dominican women, man, I love y'all, man. I motherfucking love y'all.
That's when you said you weren't getting no play. That's when you said you weren't getting no play. That's we had a term for that back when I was in college. They called it dusty dick.
Oh, we used to call the joke was who's dry dick Magoo?
I've heard that before too.
Man, I was dry dick Magoo for like goddamn 3 years, nigga, because I was in nothing but a black area, and so
oh shit, nigga, I ain't never gone 3 years. 3 years without no coochie, man.
Nigga, and all the black women
unpurposely. Now I have purposely done 3 years, but not unpurposely. And I ain't never been to the point. I ain't never been to the point where I couldn't get it. I couldn't get, man.
Nigga, no, for real though. When I first when I became an adult and shit first in Atlanta, bro, for like good three. No, it wasn't 3. A good 2 years. Good 2 years, bro. These black women doxed my ass like I looked like goddamn a fresh polished shit.
Yeah, you had that white girl all over you and that Latina girl all over you, bro. They could smell the pheromones.
No, this was before. This was before that. I left Tennessee. I left Tennessee and shit, and like this is why I just got out of jail in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So like and so like I moved back to Atlanta, with my mom's and shit. And I'm a man now and shit. So I'm in Tennessee. I'm in Atlanta.
I was
Man,
grown now.
I'm like, man, I'm about to kill in Atlanta. They're like, nope. And then I moved up there to New York.
Well, New York, more people, more frequency, more chances to run into chicks.
Bro, I was pulling bitches. Well, all my life, I grew up around Spanish folks. I grew up around Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and all that shit, and Indians. Mainly Indians. I don't know why, but Indians. I could never run away from the Indians. Like
that's because we love you. That's because we like you very much.
Well, it's like whenever I do my Indian accent to like some of my Indian friends who like live in India, they just like, we fucking hate you because you sound exactly like our dad. That's how our dad. Like I tell you, then I tell you, you're gonna go to school to be doctor. You need to stop playing the video game and focus and do your work and get in the room and study. If you're gonna be doctor or lawyer, you got to study, and do your homework. Like, yeah, they hate me because they like, yo, you sound like our fucking dad, bro. He's like, that's how my dad, like, he's like, that's word for word, verbatim, what my dad said to me 5 years ago. And he was like, motherfucker, I was in resident. Is it residence? He was doing his residence.
Residency.
Yeah, he was doing his residency. And he was like, bruh, he's like, that's his fucking dad kept saying to him. He's like, no, Dad, I'm about to be like, I'm technically am a doctor. He's like, with that attitude, you will never be doctor. You will never be head doctor of the hospital. I'm like, fuck. No, I love his dad. He's just his goddamn dad is a real ball buster. The funny thing is, he's a truck driver. Well, was a truck driver.
That's funny.
No, the funny thing is, he called this shit out to me when I was in middle school because he was fucking with me one day. And he came over to me and he was like, he tapped me on my shoulder and pat my other back. He was like, "You're gonna be a good truck driver." I was like, no football player for you truck driver. I'm like, oh, this son of a you lucky guess, bitch. Rest in peace, Pops.
So, Dragon, this might interest you some. She has labeled this video, Texas is Next. Zohran Mamdani's Socialist Blueprint, the terrifying plan to destroy America. Now, I don't think Texas is next. However, Texas does have an overwhelmingly large amount of mosques. But I just don't think them good old country boys down there in Texas gonna let none of this shit happen. Hell no. But let's see what this says.
Democrats, you lost your party to socialism. This fucking guy, Mamdani, won in about 4 minutes. You can take a look at the district.
I'll be right back.
The Bronx, this one's a fucking rap. Cuomo was awful. That's neither here nor there. That guy sucked. You lost your party to socialism because you pandered to the radicals on the left. And you've created this cataclysm of people, especially the young generation, that think they're going to get something for fucking free. They're about to be taken for a fucking ride. Now you have no stars. Nothing. People like Mamdani, they're going to be weaseling their way all the way to upcoming general elections. So there is no more Democratic Party of old. JFK, you're never going to see that again. They're going to take over, and you're going to get this lunatic shit that you're about to see in New York City. So hold on. I've been talking about the policies and the fairy tale bullshit. Yeah, I know, Mamdani. He's going to bring back Miss Lizzie's fucking magic school bus. We know. Just wait. You lost your fucking party because you guys, you're playing hopscotch. You're fucking back and forth over the line. You don't even know what you are anymore. But they know. The socialists know. The communism, they're now going to take over your fucking party now. So this is all it's going to be from now on. Good luck. Gone are the old days of Hillary Clinton in her pantsuit and old Slick Willie getting his cigar up the broad. Listen, now this is it.
I don't know. Well, it says Let's Rant Comedy. I don't know if that is his actual TikTok, because sometimes people clip other people's stuff. But if this guy doesn't have a podcast, he needs one. He's hilarious. Like, could someone have said it better? But what he's saying, it's not far off. This isn't hysterics or anything. Take a listen to this, because I want to show you, like, the
Y'all watch this shit.
absolute derangement.
Hey, hold on. Can you pause real quick? How many followers do Melanie King has? Can you scroll down?
She got 1 million. She got 1 million. She didn't have 1 million while back. She's come
guys, and this is what you will call increasing. This is expanding your audience. Melanie King, she did not have this amount of followers.
No, indeed.
She start going into the
political realm, political
realm / pop culture. You see how she expanded her shit past black folks?
Mm-hmm.
Was able to do it because she got the reason how she was able to get that million is because she has a uptick in white followers. Yep. She has an uptick in followers across the broad and all that shit. And see, Melanie King is something that we're going to learn from, and we're starting off. We're getting our stick together. YouTube ain't going to hold us back for not
too much longer, man. We'll get it.
Not too much longer. YouTube ain't going to hold us back.
She still ain't get but like 5,000 views for this video, but then again, it just came out 2 hours ago.
Well, it's the fact that she got 1 million subscribers. Basically, her having 1 million subscribers, bro, she could literally, honestly, she could be like the outdoors boys, and literally retire and just keep her shit up, and she will always get content.
Mm-hmm. Once you hit 1 million followers,
because you gotta she does have videos that are going to be in archives for a very, very long time, for when people going to study what the last presidential election. Because don't get it twisted, guys. Since we lived through this shit, it is it's normal. But 20 years down the line, they will be teaching this moment in kids. Your kids will be learning about what happened this time.
And they'll go on YouTube and they'll search this shit out.
Yeah, and so that's the reason why, once you have if you ever seen have you ever seen the Outdoors Boys?
Mm-mm.
So with the Outdoors Boys, it's if you like watching, hunting videos or survival bushcraft, I'm gonna be honest with you, Outdoors Boys, he has one of the best channels on YouTube for that type of content. I think it's crazy that basically he was just a regular nigga. He was just a regular white boy. Regular job, all that shit. And he started doing this shit, dude. Top notch fucking channel. Sorry, shameless plug. Outdoor Boys. My bad, y'all. I shut the fuck up.
No, you good, man. You good. Here we go.
The absolute derangement, the things that people are saying and doing, and where it's going to lead to in New York. Because understand what is being ushered in. Listen to this.
Sharia law starts now. Absolutely. Zohran Mamdani, Islamic Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York starts today, baby.
God, there's just so something so electric, so satisfying about knowing that my MAGA parents, wherever they are probably having a horrible night tonight. I literally just got goosebumps.
No, bitch, they not even worried because anybody
T-
with common sense realizes that that motherfucker was supposed to win in a blue ass
I
state.
told you motherfuckers, one of you bitches owe me $5 I told niggas told me I'm stupid. I ain't know what the fuck I was talking about. Somebody send me $5 now. I PayPal, Zelle, I got all that shit. I told that bitch ass nigga I told him the game plan too. I was like this, bruh. The game plan is going to be AOC running for president of United States of America in 28. In 28. Is that 28?
Who gonna be a
So,
VP? Please don't say who I think you're gonna say. I would say booty judge.
You wanna hear something funny? All right.
Booty wrangler.
She got three people. You ready?
Oh Lord, go ahead.
Zondambi, this nigga right here, because he's hot. Zondambi,
He ain't gonna be her.
Galvin Newsom. Because
You think Galvin Newsom gonna take second fiddle to AOC? His damn narcissistic. Think he the shit
ass.
ass.
You wanna know why? Because he's going.
Because after she
Galvin Newsom has too much. He has too much bad about him. Because if you run on his record, he has a bad record. So AOC, she's age appropriate. Not only she's age appropriate, she got the women vote. Not only she has the women vote, she's gonna have a lot of the youth vote too, because they grew up in the world seeing her face a lot. She has name recognition. Not only name recognition, but drum roll please, she can be a fucking moderate, and she could switch up easily. And
you think she will though?
Huh?
You think she will though?
Progressives will eat that shit up as long as she doesn't fold on the Green New Deal and what else? The Green New Deal,
LGBTQ rights.
No. You can start avoiding the LGBTQ rights. You can start avoiding that. As long as she does not talk about racism, she could win.
Shit, you know, she can't fucking resist.
Yeah. As long as AOC avoid talking about racism, AOC could be your president of 2028, and I would put money on that shit.
Well, you can with Kalish, the Kalish app. That's right, folks. The Kalish app. That's a good segue. Kalish app. It is spelled K-A-L-S-H-I. Kalish.
You want to hear something funny? I kept seeing that fucking shit. I kept getting ads for it, and I was wondering, why the fuck I'm getting ads for this shit? So it's you.
All right, so check this out. I bet on Mondami's percentage margin of victory, right? Now I didn't damn bet right, but I still got a little money off of it. I think I got like $10 cash. I only bet like $40 on it. But it was decreasing. But you can bet on anything on this app. It really is not betting, it's trading, which is, if you look at it, You're not educated about the market. You are actually betting.
It would have been funny if the Republican dude at the last minute, like, I endorse Andrew Cuomo, then all of his votes would have went to Andrew Cuomo, and it would have been
Well, he only had one area in which he took a double-digit % of the voting in the race, and I think it was, I want to say it was freaking either Manhattan or either Bronx.
So
one of the two.
If that Republican dude would have just dropped the fuck out, Andrew Cuomo would have won. He would have won.
Oh no.
And that Republican dude, a lot of people are really pissed off at his ass for not dropping out.
Oh, of course.
Because everybody knew. I'm like, bruh, you are outdated as fuck, dude.
First of all, take that fucking beret off your head, dude.
Like, nigga, what you about to
do that?
Like for real, like he was outdated as fuck. And I'm like, no. I was like, and that's what one thing about men, we will ask, oh shit, I'm in the wrong lane. God damn it. Oh, is it this one? Oh. Okay.
Hey, so
I'm in the right lane.
while he does that, check this out, y'all.
Oh, my bad.
In this app, you can actually trade on anything. Like I'm about to put $10 on whether or not Trump will sign an executive order this week. Yeah, you could trade shit like that, y'all. I'm serious, dog. You seriously can. So I'm doing that now. You could trade on sports teams. You could trade on culture. So here are the categories. You could trade on politics, mentions, companies, the world, culture, sports, crypto, and health. Watch damn dragon. Pay attention now. Economics, tech, science, financials, climate, and transportation. So if you click on crypto, matter of fact, I'll just go to the site and show y'all this before we finish this video up. Let me show y'all this shit. Kalish. Let's spell the bitch.
God damn it. That's why I love Republican areas, baby. I feel so fucking safe. Nigga, I have seen about 8 goddamn cops just chilling.
Yeah.
I'm driving. Just chilling in Gadsden, Alabama. And nigga, I've only been in the town for like 10 minutes. I'm like, hell yeah, I know I feel safe.
All right, so check this out. I'm getting on the site now. I'm going to bring this down. We're going to continue this. And then after this video, we're going to go to Crypto News. Dragon. He must be doing something.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Crypto News after the video, dude, if you're ready. How much time you need?
Give me till after that.
Okay, cool. So look, guys, you see this? San Antonio versus Los Angeles. You can put... Oh, shit, it flipped. Okay, well, Supreme Court ruled in favor of Trump's tariffs. You can bet on that. Yes, if you bet $100, you get $329. If you bet $100, you get $137 if you bet no. So, and then I think it tells you where you can, you got new. So which government funding bills will become law this year? Will air traffic controller shortages lead to a facility shutdown in November? So people are trading on that.
Yeah.
And that's like change, 53 cents, no 68 cents. I mean, I could do that now. But I actually just put in, because I only have, I got $49. Oh, and by the way, folks, when you're not doing anything with your money, you get a 3.5 APY eligible interest on your portfolio in the app.
So Sean, what's crazy is that these motherfuckers really think what they're voting for is good, and I'm like, I'm like, dog, New York is about to be fucking. New York is
That'd be
literally New
terrible.
York is about to be fucked up. It's about to be like literally. It's about to like you already have prostitution to the highest. It's like the prostitution level is starting to come back to what it used to look like back in the day.
It's about to go back up, ain't it?
Like, dog, there, like you. I was in New York, and I see the street that my homie was talking about. I went on that block. Like, I was on the bicycle and shit, and I was like, bruh, this shit is like. I'm like, dog, this is supposed to be United States, bro. We ain't. This is some third, like, this is some third world shit, dog.
It ain't look like goddamn Susu and my nigga in Halloween did it.
Nah, it looked like fucking. I heard Sasua was dead. Was Sasua dead or was jumping?
I didn't hear it was dead, but at
No,
the same time,
Sasua's dead. It's done. It's done. It's a wrap.
I'm just saying I didn't hear it was dead. I saw pictures on because you got out of the group. I'm still in there just basically lurking. And I don't really, engage. I just be lurking. I saw a picture of one of them clubs during Halloween. That shit looked like it was crunk as fuck.
Nah, Sasua's dead for what it used to be. It's dead. It's
It's dead. They didn't say it was like it used to be though. Hell no.
Like,
they just said it was they just said it was a pretty okay crowd, but it was not.
I think they're gonna make the new. No, it's like once they said the casino is dead, I was like, what?
So the casino's gone from over there.
Yeah, casino's dead too. Yep, it's dead.
What do you think they're gonna do to Sasua? Make it like Punta Cana?
So what they did was they overplayed their hand. What they did, Sasua, all of those investors are about to be very disappointed in and I give it 2-3 years. Anybody who invested up there, they about to be very pissed off because they don't realize
traffic is going to diminish, isn't it?
It already has. Businesses have closed. A lot of businesses have closed down. See,
that's why I want to get my villa in Punta Cana. I don't want to get my shit. I never said I did.
Well, you got to understand that all of that traffic from that airport and over to Sasua, all of that shit is getting affected. So I see that up there, give it a couple of years, they're going to invest a lot of money in, and they're going to lose all of it. They're going to go bankrupt. Happens all the time. I've seen it in Thailand. Happens all the time, and we just come up and buy shit. We just buy shit pennies on the dollar.
Well, I'm gonna be ready, nigga.
Because in Thailand, they wanted 3 million baht. I think that was like $150,000 for a whole entire complex.
God dang.
No, nigga, you don't understand. These were brand new units.
Shit.
Brand new units, but you're talking about 100 and it had 100 residents, over 100 residents. It had resort. It was a resort on the inside. All of that shit. You know what happened? Investor went bankrupt.
Wow.
And it was up. They put it up for sale.
Mm-hmm.
It's been sitting there. It's been sitting there for the last 2 years. No, ever since I've been there, it's been sitting there. They haven't even sold it yet. I still get text messages about it, asking if I wanted to, if I still would I like to pull an offer in. They send me a message, an email about every 6 months. Still haven't sold that shit.
Damn. They even, but not to cut you off, they even got who will be the next permanent head coach at Auburn football team. John Summerall, Fran Brown, or John Gruden. Every one of them got a 99% chance, and it says you can bet 99 cents. John Gruden, you can bet 49 cents on this nigga. Yes or no? I would say no. He ain't going to Auburn. No contracts available. I can't do it. I need to put some more money in the thing. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Let's finish this off, and then depending on how much time we need to go to crypto news, we may come up with a talk about some passport stuff. But let's go.
Thinking about it, like they are in such a bad mood probably about the fact that Zoran just won and Prop 50 is gonna pass. Like, wow, God, I'm sorry, it just makes me.
That's right, y'all dumbass Californians voted for Prop 50. And you know the crazy thing that's going on with Prop 50 is that basically y'all dumbass Democratic leaders just did some shit that you've been fucking blaming the Republicans about when it came to Texas. And they weren't redrawing the maps in Texas based off a damn race like the damn Democrats been gerrymandering and doing for decades.
So, do you know what it shows you, though, bruh? It shows you that these people aren't fucking smart people. Like, that's the reason why everybody was like, everybody should have a right to vote. I'm like, I strongly disagree. I'm like, bruh, there's just too many people who are that fucking stupid that are voting. Dude, if you look at the exit polls, this is not me lying on them. The exit polls, when they're talking about Proposition 50, when it comes to redistricting. So on the exit polls they said they feel comfortable. It's basically the comfortability of who should be responsible for redistricting the lines. I quote, they literally said the same thing for the people who already redistrict their lines. They voted for the same thing that they already done. It basically showed you that the only reason why they voted against this because of Trump derangement. That was it.
Yeah, it's Trump derangement. People got so pissed off. People are so emotionally charged, which is why when these midterms come up and these motherfuckers, even the Trump deranged ones, these motherfuckers have had a little time to settle down and not be so mad because, hey, you ain't had an election in a minute. Unless you had a gubernatorial election, but we talking about everybody, Congress, own year election. You've had time to like settle down, but you see them campaigning and all that good stuff. And you have time to just digest the shit. Because think about it.
Oh, shit.
Kamala Harris only had 103 days, right? You're like 103 days. Now, her dumb ass is so dumb, she revealed herself in them 103 days. But you got to understand something. They about to start campaigning come January, man. These folk will have a lot of time to digest all this shit. And then stuff is going to be happening. They're going to see shit happening in New York. Like I said, wait till about next summer. Wait till about next summer. A lot of shit going to come out next summer. And probably right around October surprise. Man, I got a feeling the Epstein list going to drop. I got a feeling New York gonna goddamn see spiking crime. They probably gonna see a spiking in fucking exodus of people leaving the freaking place because everybody's not leaving New York State. A lot of these motherfuckers is just moving out into the goddamn suburbs.
No.
Think about it. That's some of them that can afford it. That some of them that can't afford to leave the state, they leaving the fucking city and going to the suburbs.
No, they're leaving the state, bro. They're leaving the state because
I'm not saying a large amount of them are leaving the suburbs. I'm saying there is because I've already seen a report. I've already seen the numbers. It's not a big amount. I'm just saying people gonna be leaving the city. They're going to be going to suburbs, but the large majority of them are going to be going what they said, Texas, Florida, New Jersey.
Keep the ass the fuck out of Texas. We got enough motherfuckers from California and everywhere else.
So-
Keep your motherfucking ass the fuck out of Texas.
So
Yes,
what
sir,
I'm
they're
saying
coming.
is, up in New York, right? Those
They're
people,
coming, Dragon.
if they're in retirement
Beat their ass
age,
the
they're
fuck off.
moving to Florida. But most of those people are just going to move to New Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
or they're going to move more into New Jersey, or
might go to
into,
Baltimore. Maryland.
um,
You might go to DC.
or they're going to move more into that New Jersey, Connecticut area, which
Yeah.
is that's where they're going to move to. But a lot of them aren't moving to Texas. They're not going to move to Texas because, one, they're not going to really vibe with Texas, right? And if they're moving to Texas, they were more likely they're already a Republican. So
well, I've seen these are the places. The only reason I'm telling you these places, I'm not guessing. I'm telling you what's been reported.
well,
They already
whoever's
said. I
reporting
want to
it,
say they already said as 100. Wasn't 800K is already taking flight and gotten the fuck on.
well, that is those reports already. That is like probably from COVID until now, right? So what you're going to see is when they start doing, like, you're not going to really see until January, right? Until those January reports start coming out, tax season. That's when you're going to start seeing how many people fled New York. Like, who actually fled New York City. Like, how many, it was like 8 million people live in New York City. If that shit dropped down to 6 million people, that shit will make world news.
That 2 million
It-
people is enough. Shit, really, nigga. Without COVID being in and this just happening now, just all of a sudden, if that's say 500,000 motherfuckers from New York gone by fucking April, just 500,000 by April. This shit is, boy, look here.
And these niggas really think Wandambi is going to be like
Mondami, dog.
Mondami. Where the fuck that nigga name is? Fuck that. Yeah, get that goddamn. Why your people can't change their name to some white name like Smith or Johnson or something?
His middle name is Kwame. Or Kwame.
That's a,
Zorhan Kwame Mondami. Ain't that some shit? Hey,
Oh,
it's
wait a
Zohan, it's
second.
Zohan Kwame Mondami. Kwame Mondami. Maybe that's why Fox
Ain't-
be calling his ass
Yo.
Kwame Mondami.
yo, I swear to you, bruh.
Kwame Mondami.
Yo, he's a Nepo. Yeah, ain't he a Nepo baby?
Yep. That nigga didn't grow up. That nigga didn't grow up with a wooden spoon in his mouth, nigga.
Yeah, they was talking about. Well, he grew up with when Galvin Newsom talking about. I was with Steven Jackson. You know how they do the Chitlin circus, talking about. Yeah, I grew up through a single mama. And I understand
Gavin
the
Newsom
struggle.
did too. Gavin
Yeah.
Newsom did too.
Yeah,
But he
But,
was lying his ass off, talking about
But-
stacking up the Wonder Bread. I'm sitting here trying to feed myself.
time out.
sandwich.
Hold on. Do you know his? Oh my God, his father.
Was an
It-
employee of the Getty.
His father is a billionaire. His father is I think him and his brothers are
He
billionaires.
was young. He was a lawyer.
No, his father no. What I'm saying is Galvin Newsom's father is not like he was a broke man. I'm like, no, you
No, he
are
wasn't broke. He was never
you were-
broke.
I'm like, you are a multi-millionaire in the upper 100s. And to Galvin Newsom to sit his ass there to
Mhm.
equate his life compared to theirs, like I was absolutely astonished, bro. I
Hey,
was
I'm
like,
gonna tell you why he said what he said, man. He said what he said probably because his mom and his daddy weren't together all his youth, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's probably talking of a day when his daddy, which he didn't live with, he lived with his mom. And she was probably away from the house. And this motherfucker got hungry and he went in the kitchen and made him a fucking sandwich on the fucking marble motherfucking kitchen fucking counters with the Sub-Zero goddamn refrigerator, even though back then they ain't have them.
No, what I'm
That's what
saying
he's talking
is
about. That's why he said what he said on that
no,
podcast. That nigga remembered one bad day in his
he
fucking life,
grew
which
up.
it wasn't bad at all, because he grew up with a fucking platinum diamond encrusted spoon
He grew up with
in his mouth.
maids and butlers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, nigga, you had maids and butlers, nigga. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And black people eat that shit up because for some weird fucking reason, being equated to being black, you have to go through the struggle as a real nigga. I'm saying it funny because it sounds stupid.
Them fucking cheap ass
You ain't no real
plantation minded
nigga.
ass niggas sat there on that podcast and let that man sit there and lie to their ass, dog. That man is on your podcast, dog. You supposed to know everything about his ass before he even come up there, nigga. Before he even show up on the damn set, bruh. And for them to sit there, no, I'm cooking, man. For them to sit there and goddamn let him say what he said to their face. All them motherfuckers, man.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Sean, you ain't go through the struggle. You wasn't raised by a single mom. You ain't no real nigga.
Goddamn, Sean ain't no real nigga. I had both my parents, man, until I was 18, excuse me.
Oh, you was
I had both my parents till I was 18, and I ain't gonna sit there and lie. My mom used to send me money every week after my daddy died because just a little bit of insurance money she had. Send me money every week, nigga. And I had a damn was it a work study? Gave me my little $200 every 2 weeks. Paid my rent. Chilling in college, boy. Back in the 90s. That shit, man, $100 back in the 90s, $200 back in the 90s to go a long way. You know how much a dime bag get you back in the 90s, man? That's $10. You can't get weed for $10 now. How dare you go try something, get you a dime bag now? Man,
yeah, you can. You can. Shit. You
get laughed at, nigga.
Shit. No, you get 10, all right. You gonna get 10 of some shit, gonna be like, whoo, goddamn, nigga, this $10?
No, I'm just saying, I ain't bought nothing smaller than a damn O in a long time, man.
Yeah, nigga. Like, goddamn, it's some strong shit for 10.
Quarter piece. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep this going, man.
I feel good that my MAGA parents are probably upset right now.
When the day starts with Dick Cheney being dead, it ends with Mamdani winning. Oh, yes. Oh.
Did Dick Cheney actually really die, man? Or did
Dick Cheney? No, Dick Cheney died. Yeah. He
okay, because every now and then they be having that shit on Facebook talking about this person just died and it be a fucking some bullshit.
It's like this. I'm not gonna. Dick Cheney, he passed away. Nigga, it's not like I ain't celebrate. You know, I said what I said, and I was just like, oh, okay. He wasn't Dick Cheney, and I don't even like Dick Cheney. I stand against a lot of shit Dick Cheney did. Dick Cheney was basically the fucking president.
Yeah, Dick Cheney the fucking devil, nigga.
He was a fucking
right, but I ain't celebrating it. Hey, rest in peace, Dick Cheney. Rest in
And
peace.
that's the reason why when Kamala Harris, she was talking all that shit like, well, Joe Biden was the president. I was like, dog, I have only seen two powerful vice presidents. Dick Cheney and Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And Dick Cheney was basically the president. It just Dick
Cause
Cheney
damn
took
well, you barely seen his ass.
Dick Cheney, he took benefit of all the good shit, but when it came to all the bad
Halliburton.
shit, he was just like, who you talking about? Who you talking about? I don't know who you talking about, nigga.
I don't know
Who
what
Dick
you're talking
Cheney is?
about. Didn't he blow somebody's head off, my nigga, with a shotgun? He shot somebody then. He had a hunting accident. Somebody didn't kill him.
Yeah, he shot
He aimed the shit out of him.
the shit was funny. Dick Cheney, he shot a nigga and went up in the approval pose.
It did what?
His approval rating went up.
God. Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
I was like,
yeah, that's some bullshit.
oh my god, I remember that shit too. I was just a kid and I was just like, this shit is the most funniest shit. This motherfucker shot a motherfucker, went up in the pose, and had that nigga apologize to him for him getting shot by him. I was like, oh my god, I'm done, nigga.
Yeah, that was some shit there, bro.
Nigga,
that shit happened. That shit did happen.
Nah, that was some smooth
Of all the goddamn places in this world, in the US of A, we had a vice president that shot somebody, had the dude that he shot apologize to him, and he goes up in the polls. What a wonderful country we live in. And y'all want to sit out here and complain. Fuck that shit, man. I love America. I just don't like these ratchets ass, their pachyderm hyena don old ratchet motherfucker umbrella wearing, frontal wearing, hair helmet, hair do-rag ass, wear all this damn makeup ass bitches over here.
Dog, there's some fine black women, bruh.
There are.
But whenever I look at y'all I look at y'all
Butterheads.
bruh. Y'all be on goddamn Facebook looking good in the motherfucker. Then I look up your head and I see like, oh God, another goddamn lace front. Lace front. I'm
Dude,
like,
we got a chick at my job, my nigga. She got a lace front, my nigga. She just got hired, bro. You see the crease every time you see this motherfucker, man. Like, I know you see that bitch waving at me. There is no fucking way you don't see your frontal waving at me every time you come through the door. I'm gonna have to start telling them about herself, man.
dog,
She married, thank God. She just had a baby. She married, thank God she married. Shout out to all the black women out there married having kids.
man, I seen a chick. I don't know what glue she had on her fucking lace front, bruh. But I pulled that shit and I thought I was really pulling hair. And I wound up, I was like, oh, pull here.
You give it up the business, bro.
About to give her the bit, stop pulling her hair. Y'all hair came back. She acted like I was doing a good job. I was like, okay. Then I realized I was like, this is a fucking.
I seen a chick yesterday as I was going to get me some brown stew chicken. She had the furry boots on, had furry goddamn matching purse. Ooh, nice little booty on it in a body cat suit. It was like a cotton corduroy pattern, cat suit. She had the frontal. Only reason I knew the frontal, I was like, ain't no way in fucking hell. Yo had that straight and it go down to the middle of your back, bitch. Looking all full and shit, bouncing and shit. Like it's some guy. Like it ain't your. I know it ain't your fucking house. I was across from her at the restaurant while she was paying and can see the frontal. Not to mention she had an 1.5 inch goddamn long eyelashes on, bruh. I thought that blink any faster she was gonna take off. Kid you not? I said all them red flags. Hell no. Little short, little fun size too. Had a nice little voice.
I hate your lace fronts with a passion.
Yeah, I hate them shits too. I don't give a fuck about weave, sew-ins. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But them lace fronts, oh no. You already low makeup on your fucking head because you got to conceal where the fucking the damn seam is at. So that means that you gotta wear fucking makeup. I already don't like fucking makeup. To me, look gloss. No, but here's the thing. I've seen chicks that wear makeup and you can tell it's makeup, but it ain't like crazy looking. Like look at Melanie King. She's an attractive woman. However, you take that makeup off Melanie King, she's a 4. Body wise, that chick up there, she got a nice ass little body.
Hold on, Melanie King's a 4?
Without that makeup on, I've seen it.
I haven't seen her without. I would like to see what she looks like without the makeup.
I gotta find it, dude. Plus, she had work done too. She's had work on her nose. She has done that now. That motherfucker was not born with that nose, nigga. She used to be married. I'm gonna play this. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
I'm so happy. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Sharia law starts now.
So yeah, and it was mostly women, white liberal women, that basically got him elected. If you look at the numbers, if you look at the polling and saw what happened, that was the most of the coalition. But I showed you earlier, you maybe think this is hyperbolic, maybe they're just joking and all of that. But I played this for you guys in a video earlier today. I want you to see it again, or for anybody who didn't see this. This was at a rally for Mamdani, okay? This was a rally for Mamdani in New York City. In New York City.
Dang it. These free commercials, man.
We're done hiding. We're done. We're done being tortured and hurt and judged. This is the correct religion. This is the religion that all of humanity needs to be upon, of Islam. And we will not stop until it enters every home. So I want you to repeat after me. I want to hear it in every single district. It should tremble. Brooklyn should hear it. The Bronx should hear it. Queens should hear it. Say it as if the Ummah depends on this, my brothers and sisters. La ilaha illallah. There is no God worthy of worship except Allah, the God of Jesus, the God of Moses, the God of Abraham, and the God of the last and final prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We're done hiding.
Yo, I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna say this. Religious freedom is important, and it's a privilege being a citizen of a country that allows for your religious freedom. So thank you, God, for choosing me to live in this country. There's nothing wrong with you practicing any religion you want to practice. But when you use your religion to hype up people in this manner, it's getting to the point now, because you all know that Islam teaches that there is death to all infidels. Doesn't matter what Islam denomination you practice, Nation of Islam, Shiite, Sunni, whatever. The Quran teaches death to all infidels. If y'all don't think these motherfuckers trying to rise up and do some shit and take over this country, something wrong with you. Something is definitely wrong with you. For real. I ain't playing. Max.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. This is some serious shit here. Sharia law. They're trying to implement Sharia law. Let's look at Sharia law real quick. Sharia law list of key rules. I'll just briefly say this. Correct. Compared to other legal codes, Sharia law Also prioritizes punishment over rehabilitation and favors corporal and capital punishment over incarceration. Of all legal systems in the world today, Sharia law is the most intrusive and restrictive, especially against women. According to Sharia law, theft is punishable by amputation of the hands. Criticizing or denying any part of the Quran is punishable by death. Criticizing Muhammad or denying that he is a prophet is punishable by death. Criticizing or denying Allah is punishable by death. A Muslim who becomes a non-Muslim is punishable by death. A non-Muslim who leads a Muslim away from Islam is punishable by death. A non-Muslim. So basically, if Sharia law takes over in any fucking town in this country, this is what's going to happen in that city, that state. Homosexuality is punishable by death. By sodomizing boys is fine. Hold on. Sodomizing boys is fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess these LGBTQs that live in any city that becomes a Sharia law, learn the law.
Yeah, because if you engage in that, then yeah. If you
wow, I'm not gonna read this, but you should see what it says about girls and graping 8 years of age. That's crazy. A woman or girl who has been raped cannot testify in court against her rapist. Testimonies before witnesses are required to prove rape of a female. A woman or girl who alleges rape without producing 4 male witnesses is guilty of adultery. A woman or girl found guilty of adultery is punishable by death. A male convicted of rape can have his conviction dismissed by marrying the victim.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Muslim men have sexual rights to any woman, girl not wearing the hijab.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. So guys in these Sharia law cities that's about to take over. Any Muslim man has a right to your woman.
You remember
not wearing a hijab?
Do you remember when I said to you, I said to you, the future of America is evangelistic, Christian, and Muslim.
This is crazy. It's going to be a religious war in this country, man.
Yeah, like people thought I was literally joking when I said that, and I was like, no, I'm like, all the how much proof do you need? This is what everything is showing that is going to happen. I'm like, liberals don't have kids, they have your kids. And so
respectively, there's been a religious war for a long period of time. It's just now it's finally enroached over here and they're being more verbal about it, but this battle has been going on for a long period of time. But it's just it's a tactic in regards to it, especially in regards to this ain't what I want to say for YouTube, but yeah, it's been going on for a long period of time. But I mean, hey, only way they can truly enact that is if it's overall passed in that area and motherfuckers ain't gonna go for it, and it won't happen entirety to the entire United States, just like here in Texas. That's not happening. They're not gonna have that shit in Texas.
Oh hell no, they don't have that shit in Georgia. I'm just saying, for these cities that's they under, I don't think it's gonna happen in any city in America. However, I will say this: these cities have put themselves in risk by nominating Mamdani, just like, thank God Minneapolis didn't do it. Old boy didn't win in Minneapolis. The Somali dude.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. You said what's not going to happen inside the United States?
I don't think a city will be going by Sharia law.
Shit.
They do have Dearborn, Minneapolis. Minnesota. I think
you have multiple. You have Dearborn, Michigan,
or wherever that shit is.
Yeah, but yeah, they have Sharia law in many cities in the United States.
Wait,
Already?
what cities? Because that shit ain't. I ain't heard it on the
Like
no none of that. Where?
it's not like how you might think it. It's not like they have like what you would call fuck. I'm trying to think of the name. I think they have like
Community.
yeah, they have
'Cause
community
It says
laws
no
and
cities in the
shit.
It says no cities in the United States that officially practice Sharia law or have Sharia courts.
No, it doesn't
However-
officially.
However, some Muslims may use meditation based on Sharia principles for personal disputes, which is allowed under U.S. law.
Right.
No. Well, I mean, like, it's not like they have the Sharia law like as law in their city. Is
They follow
being
it. They just don't- yeah, they
it's
follow
basically like how they was talking about how they was teaching the kids. They're not teaching the kids critical race theory, but they were. That's basically what it is.
Oh, I feel what you're saying because they have
like
halal meat. That's why.
No.
Christians cannot eat
Like
halal
literally,
meat.
they have all right. They literally have buildings that says Sharia law, right? They have they have those buildings, right? And so in that community, so say you have.
That's what I said.
Well, yeah, like say you have a community like a city.
Follow it.
Let's just say you got Dearborn, Michigan, right? And it's mainly, let's say it's like the whole city is, let's say 85% Muslim and 15% is Christian. Well, they will literally, that city will have some ordinance that could be under the practice of Sharia law. They can't go real crazy with it, but they could make special privileges for people who are Muslim in that community.
Not just that. Most Muslims that are true to Islam practice Sharia law amongst themselves anyway.
Yeah, that much.
You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I've been reading down in here
that I know and associated with. That's why when he said that, I'm like, where? Because out of the individuals that I know, without a shadow of a doubt, from your Circle 7 Quran all the way up to a whole bunch of different ones within the communities and other stuff, that ain't happening. That's why I was like, where out there?
Like for instance, I always.
And they can tell you, nah, that ain't happening like that. And they ain't gonna try to convert you either. That's the other thing too. They will not try to.
Well, like I was just about to say, I've ran into many Muslim women that have a hijab on. I used to work with one. She had to talk to me because she worked with me. But in public, a chick that got a hijab on and you say something to her, and she gonna walk right by your ass. That's Sharia law for her.
Yep.
Says a woman cannot speak alone to a man who is not her husband or relative.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But then Christians shouldn't eat halal meat. Halal meat, the meat in Sharia law is halal meat. That
Christians
meat
shouldn't even eat.
It says meat to eat much. Well, we ain't gonna go into that. But actually, Christians can eat pork. They can eat anything they want to eat because. But the thing is, when Jesus came and he fulfilled the law, and that was in the law that you don't eat that. He also said it's not what you put in your body that's unclean, is what comes out from your heart. So basically what he's saying is also in the word that you don't indulge and overeat. So you can eat what you want, but you ain't supposed to overeat. You're supposed to eat responsibly. But which is why they put the law in place in the Old Testament when it came to not eating that stuff, because people weren't eating responsibly. And it also something about health. But anyway, halal meat is meat that's sacrificed to Allah. So Christians should eat halal meat for no matter what it is. Chicken, beef, none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But it also says in Sharia law, which is why you can't
Hold on. Why Christians can't eat halal meat?
Halal meat is sacrificed to Allah, bruh. That's meat that has been blessed to another God.
I ain't gonna go there.
Even though when you sit there and you eat your food, you can bless it. and you can pray the blood of Jesus over it and be all right. But that's something that I said Christians shouldn't. I ain't say they can't. Get what I'm saying? I ain't say they can't. I'm saying they shouldn't because of the origination of where the meat comes from, that it's been prayed over and sacrificed to another. The actual animal. The actual.
I'm gonna say this. I would say this to all you Christians who ever want to wonder what halal meat tastes like. I'm gonna promise you this. Nowadays, you can just go ahead and eat it. It ain't like how it used to be on the good old glory days, but nowadays it's all the same. I'm talking shit. Let me stop talking shit. No, I'm being serious.
I'll say this last thing about Sharia law. Why whenever you debating a Muslim, wherever you thinking you talking to them, whether you want to convert them or whatever, whenever they talking to you about the Bible and this and that, you can't trust them. You know why you can't trust them? It says Muslims should engage in, I can't pronounce this, taqiyya, and lie to non-Muslims to advance Islam. Their law actually gives them permission to lie, which is why I've said a long time ago that Islam, it is slightly I want to say a twin to Christianity, but I'll say what it says in the word about the devil. He's the great deceiver. He counterfeits everything that God does. And Islam is counterfeit Christianity. It's just wrapped the way he wants it done. They don't tell people not to say something about Jesus. They say Jesus is a prophet. You've putting Jesus as a prophet, it downgrades his godliness, his holiness. See how the enemy works? But anyway, we'll go back to the video though. I ain't gonna get deep in. I can talk about that all night.
Yeah, you done hiding all right. They're coming out in full force. They don't give a damn. Now, I have more to show you because you may think, Melanie, you're being extremist. And let me just say this. Why are you bringing up Jesus? Jesus don't have nothing to do with what you're talking about and what you're doing. I don't know if that was just the pander. I don't know what that was, but absolutely not. But
yeah, it's the pander. Remember, I just read y'all the Sharia law that says to lie to non-Muslims to advance Islam.
Know what's going to happen over there. We know what's going to happen in New York.
Now, guys, what this is what's going on in UK. This is basically a cross section of what is going on politically in UK when it comes to Muslims.
Because the UK is the blueprint of all of this. The UK, if you have not been paying attention to what's happening over there, well, you need to. You need to, because you need to understand what these people are celebrating, what they want, what they are demanding to happen. And I'm going to walk you through this. I have a couple clips to show you, but let's just look at this. The UK has been conquered. And I have a clip with this. The UK has been conquered. I see no way. Actually, you know what? Let's let him do it. And then I'll read all the statistics and all that.
This is the new Home Secretary of the United Kingdom. Oh, and some of you might be wondering, what is the Home Secretary in charge of? Well, they're responsible for England and Wales' internal affairs, including national security, counterterrorism, policing, and immigration. So the UK now has a Pakistani woman in charge of policing and immigration. Look, I'm not surprised.
A Pakistani Muslim woman in charge of counterterrorism, people. In charge of immigration. What do you think is happening in the UK?
I told you all in a video like a couple hours ago that the UK has fallen because this isn't the first position that was taken. I mean, there was the mayor of London, mayor of Birmingham, mayor of Leeds, mayor of Blackburn, mayor of Sheffield, mayor of Oxford, Luton, Oldham, Rothschild. I mean, in the UK right now, there are literally Muslim-only sections. 78% of the Muslim refugees don't even work. Oh, I'm sorry, that was just the women. 63% of the men also don't work. And 8 out of every 10 of them are on free government housing. Oh, and just recently, I'm sure it's a coincidence, all schools in the United Kingdom are now required to be halal. So yeah, with all that in mind, This makes
They got all them kids in the United Kingdom eating sacrificed animal meat to Allah.
total sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying, Max, is that it's deeper than it's something spiritual. You got to look at it spiritually. They are eating the animals that were sacrificed to Allah. Kids that aren't Muslim are eating this meat.
So let's look at this. The UK has been conquered. I see no way back from this. In the UK right now, there are now Muslim-only sections, like he said. 78% of the Muslim women refugees, they don't work. 63% of the Muslim men refugees don't work. 8 out of 10 of Muslims are on free government housing. Many UK schools now requiring school lunches to be halal. And actually, oh, did I save it? Did I pull it up for you guys to see? I gotta find it, but hopefully I can find it. But now pork is banned from school lunches in the UK completely. Pork is now banned. You're not allowed to have any pork. And in the UK. Also, I'll add on to this. What do you think is the most popular baby name in all of Europe? Not just the UK, but in all of Europe.
Muhammad for 200.
I'll give you 2 seconds. It's Muhammad. It is the number one baby name, meaning
He called it, folks.
new babies that are born, the name they are given the most often for boys is Muhammad now. In all of Europe. All of Europe. Okay, let's continue. There are schools so overrun with Muslims like Daisyfield Primary in Blackburn, where 95% of the pupils are Muslim. They have adopted strict halal accreditation. The mayor of London, and this is repeating some of the things he said, but it's important that you really hear it, especially if this is your first time hearing it. The mayor of London, Sheffield, Blackburn, Oxford, Luton, Oldham are all Muslims. The new Secretary of the United Kingdom, who's in charge of national security, counterterrorism, policing, and immigration, is a Pakistani Muslim.
This is the new Home Secretary of the United Kingdom.
Sorry, right.
Oh, and some of you.
Let's continue. Additionally, in England, there is not a single white British child in 72 schools across England.
Shit.
So we're talking about the indigenous population.
You hear this shit? Do y'all hear this shit, Max?
Hold on. Is this your first time hearing about this?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
I knew the Muslims had overrun the UK, but to this detail, I didn't know it was like this.
Dude, like a lot of people. All right, so let's take the UK out of it, right? Look at what's been going on inside of the United States.
Well, of course, we got plenty of mosques popping up. Shit, Minneapolis.
No. See, that is their immigration problem. Look at our immigration problem. See, our immigration problem is kind of the same thing also, but ours is way. Theirs, because they could get that shit fixed easily because they in a different type of government. See, for us, our shit is like on fucking steroids, dude. See, we're talking about a certain percentage of our population is illegal immigrants. At least 10% of our population is illegal immigrants. Probably even more if you really think about it. Probably up. I'm willing to guess up to 40 million people inside the United States are illegal immigrants.
Yeah. I got all that.
But for them, their shit, all of those people they're talking about under UK law, they're legal immigrants.
Yeah, I got that. You're talking about illegal versus legal. I'm not even thinking about that.
But hear me out. Technically they are illegal immigrants, but on the UK law, the new bitch ass the new law they did a long time ago. They did a law a long time ago. Probably I think it's like what 15 years old, maybe. That's how quickly they have literally immigrated into UK 15 years ago. That's how quickly they have taken over UK, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah. That's what I was more so talking about. I was talking about the amount of Muslim children there are, like Muslim population. Like I did not know it had gotten to the point where you can't even. He just said, you read it right there. It says in English, not a single white British child in 72 schools. They are the minority in 1 in 4 schools.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And you said they can fix it easily, but I'm like, how can they? I'm thinking as you're talking, I'm like, how they can fix that easily when the fucking secretary, the person that's in charge of immigration is fucking Muslim.
And
they got Muslim mayors.
They're a monarchy. They will have. They will do.
Head, dude. They go through Parliament. All that shit has to go through Parliament, bro. They ain't no.
I know. But they are a monarchy, and they could do certain shit that it will be illegal under our laws to do.
Yeah, of course. But the amount of people they got in politics that's Muslim, that's just gonna be even though they're a monarchy, shit still gonna be a little difficult.
Well,
it's gonna take time to show the results and shit, dude. They will have to cut off all immigration.
They will not only they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to do something stricter than that. They're gonna have to change the law.
You have to change everything.
Yeah, they will have to not only change the law, but damn near make that law even more stricter than what you have it to a point to where honestly people gonna call it racist.
Yep. Oh well. And that's where we would have been if Kamala Harris would have fucking become the president, y'all.
Nigga, we already there, bro. Shit.
You never know, bro.
The funny thing is, and I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna say that if 3 generations of us hadn't been wiped out and other stuff like that, we wouldn't be here right now where we are. Things would be completely different. But because some certain people wanted to wipe out 3 generations of us, and now we're on the brink of extinction over here in the United States, it is what it is. Oh well.
Hey man, just imagine the population of black people in America if our abortion rates weren't as high as they are.
Exactly, but that's why I said we're in a position where we are now because of that. If
it's like 48 million. 48 million black people in America, I think.
But you know what? Hey, this shit is written. That's all I'm gonna say. It's written. I see it. I understand how it is, and I'm doing my due diligence to move the fuck around. So I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah. Dude, we probably would have been somewhere about around 150 to 200 million.
Just imagine if we never had segregation. I mean, if we never
integration.
Yeah, if we never had immigration. Just imagine. That's what I said. Integration. That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said immigration.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you said immigration too, bro.
Yeah, it probably sounded like that. It probably sounded close to it. But imagine if we never had integration, bro. You're talking about the United States would have been a black country.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it would have been mainly black. It would probably been 60% black.
Yep, 60%
yeah.
black.
Then
probably about 45% white.
No, it probably would have been
31%.
It probably been like 30% white, and the rest would have been Hispanic.
I would see it as higher numbers, especially if some individuals didn't take that greed factor in and then start doing certain other things. I think it would be much higher than that. But
really, you know what? Really, I think we would have been about 60% black,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Probably about 25 or a little bit more percent Latino and the rest white.
And the reason why is because a lot of shit they fucked us over when it came to when it came to legal immigration after the 1965 after the 1964 Voters' Right Act. They countered it with they countered it with the Immigration Act. So yeah.
And what I was mentioning earlier, guys, when we got off subject talking about something. In California with Prop 50, the GOP of California is suing the Democratic Party because these dumbasses, like Max had mentioned earlier, they so fucking dumb, and some of us can't read or something. These dumbasses committed voter fraud in violation of the Voters' Right Act because they redrew the fucking districts based off the Hispanic population.
Dumbasses.
You know how they used to redraw it based off of our population?
Yeah.
They did it for the Hispanic population. These dumbasses.
Oh, they fucked up royally.
They about to be, they fucked up, dude. And they voted for it. Everybody voted for the Prop 50. 60-some% to just a little bit, bro, in California. These jokes, and here's the thing somebody was talking about on Fox. They said, what's going on with this election that just happened? Because the margin of victories haven't been really, really wide. Ain't been no landslides. What went on with this election that just happened yesterday is basically these liberals are just fucking mad because fucking Donald Trump won.
Yep.
He's getting everything he wants done.
Yep.
So they're emotionally voting.
Yep.
And just like Max said before, some people just shouldn't vote. Yeah, these motherfuckers that vote emotionally should not vote.
That's why I'm getting the fuck up out of here. So, because just in case shit goes left, I'm already out the fucking door, and no.
They overwhelmingly voted in Virginia for a woman that is for trans women competing in female sports, biological men competing in female sports, and biological men being able to use female bathrooms.
Boy,
that is on her. That is, I kid you not, dog. Kid you not. I kid you not, man. Hell, hold on. Abigail Spanberg's Growing Virginia plan. Okay, and we ain't gonna talk about the business shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Let me show you. Let me show you this motherfucker, bro. Oh my god. Spanberger names transitional team lender. Deep look at her vision. Okay, so going through health. Okay, hold on. Cutting drug costs, strengthen mental health. Oh, she's gonna strengthen mental health care. That's good. Raising teacher pay, school funding. She's probably gonna raise taxes for that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Taxes. That's how they make their money.
Expanding renewable energy. She's probably one of them Green New Deal people. Yep. Government transparency. Well, some of her stuff sounds, is good. Cybersecurity and infrastructure protection. Okay. Veterans health and job programs. Awesome. What else is there? No. See, she thinks she's slick. She thinks she's fucking slick. She ain't going to the social shit. Hold on.
Slick.
She thinks she's slick.
She is slick.
Abigail Spanberg on the issues. Oh, here's the one I was looking at the other day. Abigail Spanberg on abortion. Women should make their own reproductive health care choices. Codify women's right to choose. Publicly fund abortions.
What?
Yep. July 2018. This is what she believes in. She voted on that. Budget and economy. She did COVID relief, balanced budget, constitutional amendment.
So she wants the taxpayers to pay for motherfuckers that can't close their motherfucking legs. She got like fuck the fuck.
She says remove marijuana from federal controlled substances list. Need a strategy transition to legalize retail markets. December 2024. Worked as federal cop on narcotics and money laundering. She was a federal cop. Okay, families and children.
Hell no, I ain't no way, man. Like, I'm sorry. I get tired of hearing that shit. Like, we need to take care of they shit because they too fucking lazy in order to do stuff. Man, fuck out of here, dude. That's another reason why I'm leaving this bitch.
She supports an assault weapons ban. Restrict right to bear arms. Support gun control.
Restrict right to bear arms? Nah, that's why I'm in Texas.
Support bill for background checks for private transfers. Supports universal coverage through a public option. Keep Obamacare. All right, what it says: combat international and oh my God. Listen to this. Homeland Security. Combat international and domestic Islamophobia.
Yup. There you go. There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Support bill to disallow religion-based immigration ban.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I support a religion-based immigration ban when it comes to Muslims. Because you got some Muslims that practice them. You got Shiite and Sunnis that practice that real extreme Islamic law and stuff.
Come around here with this shit, you will get blasted dead in your fucking head because we're not about to play that over here in this neighborhood. No, we do not play that shit.
This is the same thing. I hold on.
Nope.
Hold on. I'm looking for her shit. She has something in here about hold on, immigration, homeland security, healthcare. Nope, that's not where it's at. Government reform. Sponsored impeachment of Trump for inciting insurrection. Restrict presidential powers and require tax returns.
Who you is that? You talking about the white lady Abigail?
This is what she supports. Yep.
That bitch support chaos.
Of course. She's an agent of chaos.
And I saw something in here the other day. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here's her civil rights stuff. All Virginians, this is February 2025. All Virginians deserve the freedom to marry, strongly support marriage equality and LGBTQ plus rights, full civil rights protection to the LGBTQ community. Well, this civil rights. Protect sexual preference as a civil right. Sponsor bill for ratifying equal rights amendment. That's not what I saw the other time. It was something else about trans men.
Hold on. What did she say? A radical what? Radical equalize something?
Sponsor bill for ratifying equal rights amendment.
So basically, that is they want to. Do you know about that, right? Basically, it's the Equality Act. Basically, is what it's called. And with that Equality Act, it would basically make how we view women and children, it will put trans people on that level. And I'm like, is that what y'all niggas want, man? Hey, I can't get mad what people vote for, bro. But is that what people vote for? Stupid.
Man, stupid as hell, man. She had some other shit I seen about, trans stuff. But let's finish this video.
Which are white people Indigenous white children are not there. In 454 schools, white British children make up less than 2% of the student body. White British children are now a minority in 1 in 4 schools. And like I told you, Muhammad tops the list of boys' names for the 2nd year running. But that is all in Europe. But again, you may think, Melanie, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. It's not that serious. Well, did you know? There's a lot that I could unpack, but that would take forever. But Christians in Britain aren't even allowed to sing church hymns outside church grounds now. Look at this.
But they broadcast the Muslim prayer in Great Britain.
Allowed to do anywhere.
No, miss, you're not allowed to sing church songs outside of church grounds, by the way.
You're not allowed to sing church songs outside
of church songs or church
you're not allowed
grounds.
To,
that's fine. That's
you're
fine.
not allowed. She just said you're not allowed to sing church songs outside of church.
Our church outside of church grounds, unless you have unless you've been authorized by the church to do this kind of song.
He's not saying anything anymore. Are you saying that you don't care about the Human Rights Act? You're lost. Religion you're allowed to do anywhere.
But then also, here we go. We got more. So one of the most important videos you can watch, Muslims gathered in Whitechapel, London to claim ownership of the neighborhood. Someone yells, "There's no need for that. We're on the same side." Muslims yell back, "No, we're not. Islam is here to take over." They openly chant, "Whose streets? Our streets," claiming the UK as their own. They're not in Western countries to assimilate. They are here to take over. Let's watch.
And that is why you can't let Sharia law take over. That is why you have to have a Muslim ban in certain countries. You have to have a Muslim ban. I'm sorry, folks. You can think whatever you want to think about me. You should have a Muslim ban.
Watch this.
Freaking commercials. You can't sing Christian songs outside of the church, but they can gather and pray right there in front of everybody and have the megaphone. This gonna be New York by 6 months. You got a Muslim mayor. You don't think they feel empowered as a community with a Muslim mayor? They're gonna go out there and gather the radical ones. I'm not talking about all Muslims. All Muslims ain't like that. Nation of Islam ain't like that. You know, some of these Shiites and Sunnis ain't like that. But these motherfuckers here is.
Yeah, hold on real quick, Sean, because think about it. We've had Muslims over here for years that hasn't done anything that's actually helped out, helped out the communities and others.
Helped out the community. Good Muslims.
So, right.
It's good people in every religion, man. It's good people in every religion, dog. But this religion at its core, is the only religion on earth that actually has in its literature by law to unalive anyone that is not believing in their religion.
Right, but we need to really look at the major difference of mentality, because like these people that are here are mainly from over there versus the ones that are over here that operate completely differently. Because remember, the Muslims over here, like I said, unless you want to go in, go over there to them, you don't see them out in the streets doing that. You don't see them doing a whole bunch of crap. You do not see that. So that
you must not have seen the first part of this podcast, bro.
No.
Where I showed them in New York.
But
chanting.
Right, because those are the immigrants, right? not the normal ones that we have over here. That like you were saying, the Nation of Islam is who I'm talking about, and like, or you know,
we got Sunnis and Shiites in this country.
I'm not even talking about them specifically, but there's a variety of different ones that actually do not act like this.
Of course. I had already said there's good people in every religion.
Because like
you got some good Muslims over here in America that do give to the society. And I'm not even talking about Nation of Islam. I'm talking about Shiites and Sunnis.
I'm talking about the extremists, not the ones of.
Well, I think our extremists that are in America are all hidden. They got cells.
Nah, they out there in the streets doing that shit in New York now. So they hidden.
Yeah, in New York they're doing it. They're empowered now. They got a Muslim freaking mayor.
But all the same,
who is cool? Who is taking campaign money from Hamas? Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen the proof. He's taking campaign money from Hamas. So he's gonna be okay with anything they do in the streets of New York. He's gonna find a way to justify that shit. Watch. That's the top dude in the city. What you got to do what he say. Look at Brandon Johnson in Chicago. He told the motherfuckers he wasn't increasing the property tax. Now he increased the property tax. They can't do shit about that shit. Can't do shit.
Do you know they're also wanting to ban dogs?
Hey, I'm getting tired, man. My voice
All right,
is
dude.
starting to crack.
All right, dude. We about to finish it up and do crypto news. All right, peace.
Because I guess Muslims don't like dogs. And so now it will be a criminal offense to walk your dog.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm no Nazi. This is the police appeasing the leftists again.
Dude, Great Britain ain't even free no more.
Nah.
They're not even free no more over there.
I mean, they never were.
Yeah, they in the monarchy, but I mean, they do have democratic practices. The parliament is democratic.
Yeah,
but
once the queen had died, somebody else should have stepped in versus them dismantling that and then going into this.
I ain't dismantling it. King Charles over there.
Man,
it passed down to her son.
But I said stepped up and did something.
Oh, you saying they should have dismantled the monarchy when she died?
Yeah, because
no, that wasn't gonna happen. As long as she got blood, bro, they're gonna be a monarchy.
Because I mean, otherwise this shit shouldn't be happening and stuff. By the man, never mind. I mean,
which is why when Max was talking about it's monarchy, did it? I'm like, that's a figurehead. Because if King Charles want to do something, he would have done it.
Yeah,
they got parliament over there, and their prime minister is left leaning. He's kowtowing to the radical left, which is the Muslims. Well, they're not radical left; they're very conservative, but they got radical left views because they want radical left to rule where they live because the radical left will let them do what the fuck they want. That's what people don't understand. And there's been plenty of videos on YouTube of people talking about if Muslims vote, they're gonna always vote left.
Yeah, appeasing the leftists again. I'm not a Nazi.
that baby is scared.
Saying I don't want to be called a Nazi. You shouldn't be allowed to. Control tactics and you can't do anything.
Just keep on going, man.
To protect the leftists.
Absolutely. How pathetic are you?
From the British, we love you.
You're not going that way. Excuse me. Guys, 2 of you, please. 2 of you, straight away.
No.
So this goes on. Stop.
So they obviously got to be in a city in Great Britain that has a Muslim mayor, because you heard that dude said it's like 5 cities in Great Britain that have Muslim mayors.
and harassing this woman. The police are traitors there. I mean, absolute traitors.
No, they're not traitors. They following a Muslim mayor. It's got to be in. They said London had a Muslim mayor. I think this is London. So because London has a Muslim mayor, the Muslim mayor said Muslim said that Muslims don't like dogs. They don't like dogs. That alone makes them just a terrible. Really, y'all don't like dogs? Who don't like dogs?
I mean,
that's why I don't like cat people. I don't like cat people.
Dogs protect people. I'm gonna say it like that. So, because my two dogs protect the hell up out of me. So,
this has gotten so wild, guys. Guess what? Not only that, the Labour MP Javine Sander calls on the UK to take the British flags down since it makes migrants uneasy. I promise you.
These jokers are dismantling the government over there, dude.
Yep.
They're taking over. I wonder what I guess they're gonna fly. I guess they're gonna fly the Muslim flag.
Probably not for a while. Then afterwards, after it's gotten converted like how they want to, then yeah.
I am not joking. This is really happening. It's worse than what I'm showing. But these are just some of the things. This is going to be New York. This is what they want. This is what they want to usher in the new world order.
And then I see flags painted on roundabouts. And that is just...
I'm sorry. I got to pause for a minute. Melanie King got some of the most beautiful lips I've ever seen in my life, dog.
She really do.
Oh, my God. Them jokers is beautiful. Oof. Back to the tape.
Excuse me? You're reading.
God damn it. Freaking
weird. And you know, because you've seen it online and I see it in my inbox, that this does make people feel uneasy. And they ask, what message are these flags supposed to be sending? Now look, I'll take people at their words. People who...
He sounds congested as hell.
Yeah, that's what he sounds stomped up like a motherfucker.
For really, man, he sounds like he can't breathe, dog. He might have an adenoid problem too. He may have large adenoids. He might have large tonsils or something.
You say this is about national pride. I'm proud of my country too. And I'm proud of our flag. But I do understand why others feel that it's about excluding people. Why others feel that it's about saying who belongs here and who doesn't. We're one British people. We're proud of our country. We should be standing together underneath our flag, not some of us looking up with unease. That's not the British.
Once again, he's probably practicing what that word was, takaya, which is lying to non-Muslims to push Islam.
British way. Standing together, not standing apart. That's what being British is about. Unity, decency, determination, having a pint, a cup of tea, supporting the English football team, and sometimes they win. That's what being British is about. And that's why today I'll be asking the Reform County Council to take down the flags on the lampposts.
What the hell? So the British flag now in their own country is somehow racist because it makes illegals, migrants feel uncomfortable. So this is a member of parliament that wants to take down all flags, get rid of the British flag. That's a problem because it's racist. Because who are the number one citizens there now? Well, they're not citizens. Who is number one in the UK now? Well, you have to be an illegal, and mostly illegals who get the priority. These illegals are mostly Muslims. And not just peaceful and all of that. No. They are demanding these things be done. Demanding. How absurd is that? But this is going to be New York City. But it gets worse. It gets worse, guys. It gets worse. Look at this.
I now have a criminal record because I wrote in the Critic magazine that my stalker was a man.
Because he is a man.
He is a man, yes, but the police said that misgendering him was contrary to the Online Safety Act because it was spreading false information and had caused Lindsay Watson serious, non-trivial psychological harm. I now have a criminal record because...
What? So a man who says he's a woman now, and even though this man, he was stalking this person, stalking this gentleman right here, right? But because he wrote about his experience being stalked by this man who is a biological man, that he now has a criminal record for saying man, for misgendering, guys. What did I tell you? What are they ushering in? Don't you see that this is what's happening now? This is what's happening now. But it continues. This continues, okay, guys? So this is in Northern Ireland, the UK, but this is all over the UK. So understand the UK and what it encompasses. But look at this. There are now a new list of banned words. Banned words.
A new civil service guide to inclusive language has been published. I believe.
Oh, by the way, in the UK, if you didn't know, folks, on social media, if you say certain things, they will punish you. They will arrest you.
This has come out from the Northern Ireland government, so I'm not sure whether it applies to the whole of the UK or whether at the moment it's just the Northern Irish government. So they've basically published an updated guide to language that can be used and a specific list of words that should be avoided or not used. Let me run you through some of these words and phrases, because some of them make zero sense whatsoever. So you can't use the phrase non-white. You can't use the phrase BAME, B-A-M-E, which is Black and Middle Eastern ethnicity or ethnic. You can't use the phrase illegal migrants, despite them being illegal migrants. You can't use the phrase English native. So what do you describe someone who's born and bred in England as? You can't use the phrase ladies and gentlemen, because that would be exclusionary to all of those in-betweenies that can't decide. You can't use the phrase guys. I'm always putting, hi guys, hey guys, how you doing? Can't use that any freedom anymore. You can't use chairman, because that's not fair on women.
I'm not
visiting.
Never had
man-made climate change. Can't do that, I'm afraid, anymore. Can't use policeman, even if they are a policeman. So I'm not sure what you call a policewoman. I'm not sure how that works. You can't use the phrase ex-con, even if they are an ex-convict. You can't use the phrase blind drunk, because that would exclude the deaf drunk. You can't use fell on deaf ears. You can't use the phrase someone's Christian name, I suppose, because they might not be Christian. And most ridiculous of all, you can't use the phrase mum and dad.
A lot of that sounds more like it's not Muslim, like rooted in like the Muslim stuff. It sounds like it's mostly rooted in a whole lot of that leftist LGBTQ bullshit.
Madness. Now they've actually gone out of their way not only to compile this, but to put it all together and publish it as a document. So that's public money that has been spent on this lunacy.
That's crazy.
Who is a
Oh no, it gets crazier. It gets crazier. Okay, it gets crazier, right? So I want to show you this right quick. Hey, Texas, pay attention.
By the way, bro, I seen a video where the mayor of Minneapolis was talking in Arabic, making a public freaking address in Arabic. White guy.
Because it's just New York. It's just New York City. They're crazy, blah, blah, blah. Okay. New York City was the dry run. Your state is the target. They call Texas the Mecca of the West. That isn't praise. It's a warning. In my investigations, I learned that Sheikh Othman, I'm not pronouncing that, born in Pakistan, is reportedly moving to Texas. He is not here to assimilate. He is here to transform. Just listen to some of this. Just listen.
So know this, that Islam will enter every house. Every house. Don't worry about the Islamophobes. They can yap all they want. Their children will be Muslim.
Okay.
All those people of Taif, go to Taif today. Show me a kafir there. All Muslims. Read Tariq al-Thaqafi. Al-Thaqafi, this Qabila is from Taif. Great mujahideen, great ulama, they came from the children of those they used to throw the stones. So Islam will enter every house. What's the question? Are me and you going to be a part of it? Are we going to take that become that sabab, that means, so that Allah puts all of that in your hisab? So you can be a part of this great victory that's coming, and wallahi it's coming. It's coming in every house, in every country. Today here in Australia, subhanAllah, I'm sitting here in a masjid that we have people all the way out past the second place. Look at this. Who could have
So he's in Australia.
imagined these many Muslims in Australia? And it's not going to stop. You can stop immigration, you can stop whatever, you can do Muslim bans. Wallahi, it's not stopping. Because the Prophet ﷺ said,
This ain't gonna happen in Texas. You might well forget that shit. Anywhere in the South, this shit ain't gonna happen.
Happen in Texas.
Them good old boys, and them black boys gonna get together.
Look,
they gonna get them rifles.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Is many good old boys that's out here, and the other ones that's out here too, and we're pretty much all strapped. That ain't happening, Captain. To all in the house. No, them good old boys.
Texas got their own. Texas, just like Georgia, Texas got their own militia.
No, yeah, we not. And no,
we ain't talking about the National Guard.
No,
we talking about Texas got their own militia.
Yes, we do. And the citizens are armed just in case some type of shit happens. So it's
That ain't happening in no red state. You might as well get that shit.
Might as well hang that shit the fuck up. They're not having it. We know better. Hell no.
I ain't gonna lie, it might happen in downtown Atlanta.
Not in Texas.
But outside them Atlanta city limits, you might as well forget. These good old boys out here ain't driving nothing but lifted trucks with rifles in them shit.
Not happening out here.
You don't understand. See, a lot of these white boys think a lot of these white boys that's racist, or just some of the rednecks, not the ones that's not racist. They think they damn training to go against black folks if they get damn crazy, but in all actuality, they not.
It ain't us.
It's really Muslims. I'm gonna tell you right now, that 9/11, that pissed some people off.
I mean, the vast majority of us, honestly, the men have all shifted overseas, like seriously. And there's 2,000 more sisters in the States than it is of us. And most of us are literally relocating anyway. So inevitably, like over time, yeah, I can see that to where it's them versus the good old boys.
Because black folk gonna be moving, they're gonna be leaving.
Yeah, like I already told you what my plans was, where I'm going and other stuff like that, and I'm good to go. And where I'm going, that ain't happening there either.
Nope.
So
I mean, you already told you I'm gonna have me a crib over there. I'm gonna have me a crib in a couple of countries.
That's why I'm getting myself in that position so that I can make
And when my kids finish high school, I'm taking them with me wherever the fuck I'm going. Or they got access and they got keys to every one of my dang places. So when I leave this world, I'm gonna give a house to each one of them in a different country.
That's what I want to.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep on.
Said it will enter every house. Today, from some of the staunchest enemies of Islam, preachers and pastors, you see Muslims. We know them, we deal with them. Some of them that are still in the church, that still hide their Islam, I know them. But they are Muslims. So inshallah, it will.
Like I said, they are instructed by Sharia law to lie to non-Muslims to promote Islam. And it could be some Christian acting pastors who are actually Muslims that are preaching in churches.
Reach every place, but each one of us, our sisters, you need to be involved in the da'wah. Don't waste your social media. Utilize it for da'wah. Our brothers, especially our young brothers, stop posting videos of you, flossing and doing stupid dances and jumping off, stupidity things, No, we stand for that tawheed. Nobody cares what game you were playing that day or what burger you had that day. No, utilize your social media for da'wah.
Nope.
Take those clips, take those reels, make videos, promote them, put them on your TikTok, put them on your Instagram, put them on your WhatsApp statuses, so that you can be a means of hidayah. Even if you're not out there getting stabbed like me, but you will be a means of people becoming Muslim. If you have wealth, donate with your wealth. When you're at the park, somebody talks, hey, you believe in that Islam that be chopping off hands? Yeah, I do. I think it's better than what you believe in. And you're not stealing something small, it's more than a 1/4 of a gold dinar and thing. You're just stealing because you want to cause corruption and this and that. Chop off a hand in public. Let me see somebody rob you again. Allah, you're going to be walking around with wads of cash and people will be like,
Y'all don't see that Islam is not about free will. You cannot practice free will in Islam.
No,
the God, the only God, will not even disturb your free will. That's how much he loves you.
I don't even see it. Islam is our relationship. Kufr breaks our relationship. You could be from my enemy tribe, you could be from somebody I hate, but if you're a mu'min, if you're a Muslim, you are my brother, you are beloved to me. You could be my own father. If you fight Islam, I will fight you. This is the way a Muslim has to be. Today you see, and I'm not trying to mention any names, and I'm not trying to, I'm not a drama queen, I'm not trying to bring up any kind of drama here, but you see major figures in the Islamic community trying to water down Islamic concepts, right? Like,
they're getting bolder and bolder, bro.
Yeah, you're talking about
the truth is coming out. They're getting bolder and bolder. I'm telling you, Islam is the religion of Satan. It's Satan's religion. It's Satan's religion.
The Sharia.
It's the only other religion that I want to say teaches monotheism, if I'm not mistaken, which is a counterfeit to Christianity.
That's not Satan's religion, though, bro.
Shoot, why not?
Because the satanic temple and all of them, they come after your fucking ass.
No. Listen.
Not practice.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Satanism is practiced by people that came up with that religion. Get what I'm saying? The worship. Listen. The worship of Satan is Satanism. I'm not talking about a man-made religion. I'm talking about a religion that came from prophecy, from a man that took prophetic word. It's just who he took it from. Satanism is not from. I'll say this because the guy that came up with Satanism, I forgot his name.
It was there before him. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Mr. LeVay, but no, he was the one that officially had created the church. But the overall thing was there way before then. Like, it was in reverse of what Christianity was, because pretty much at the birth of Christianity is when the birth of Satanism had happened right then and there at the exact same time, because they took the god Pan and made him into the devil, which that's the pagan aspect. Because remember, way back then in the very beginning of it, before when it was having the Crusades and everything else, right, like before the Council of not right before, but right around when the Council of Nicaea had actually first got it established and everything else, that is when Satanism was arisen, because it was the counter ops in regards to that. So it's already been there. Islam isn't that, bro.
Well, listen what I'm saying. Listen where I'm coming from. This is where I'm coming from. Satanism came from a man. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, okay.
Whether that man was influenced by demons or whatnot, that's besides the point. This is what I'm saying. You go back in the Bible. You look at Abraham. Abraham had a child before Isaac. Isaac is his son that inherited the blessing of God on Abraham's life.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you'll have as many children as the stars. Mm-hmm. However, because of temptation and sin, Abraham's wife, Sarah, at the time, which this happened when she was Sarah. She used to be Sarai, but when she became Sarah is when she had Isaac. Before she was Sarah, she was Sarai, and she had a maid servant by the name of Hagar. Hagar was given to Abraham by Sarah to have kids because she lacked faith in what God had told Abraham. Now, God hadn't told her she was going to have a child yet until he changed her name to Sarah. Now, she gave Hagar to Abraham. Abraham went in and he had sex with his wife's maidservant, which was a sin. He had Ishmael. It is known in the Bible and the Quran that all Muslims come from Ishmael. It says in the Bible that your people will be a wild man and he will be against all people. Now, here's where it gets good when I say that Islam is Satan's religion, because he gave the prophecy to a man just like all of the accepted books of the Bible. God's breathed the words given to man as a boss would dictate a memo to his secretary, and they write it down. That's how the Bible was given to man. That's how the faith was given to man. The Judaism, Christianity, that's how it was given to man, through prophecy, through God. Now, you look at Islam, the same thing happened. The same thing happened, Dragon. It says in the Quran, and I don't know verbatim, but I heard this. An angel visited Muhammad in a cave, caused him pain in his chest, and gave him the revelation of Allah. And Islam became. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what was orchestrated from the count. I'm gonna say this. All of the religions that we actually have been orchestrated by man. It is documented and it has been put out there like that, so that way man can be controlled. Like ultimately, it is a form of control in all of them. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I see what you're attempting to try into, but that would counteract the demons that are in the Quran that they actually fight, just like how they do in Christianity, or the shaitan that's in there. So that's why I'm like, it's not that.
But once again, like I said, Dragon, he is the great deceiver. He deceives his own followers just like he deceives anybody that's Christian. It's all a big deception, Dragon. Reason why I say this is this is a comparison I'm pointing to, because it's a counterfeit religion to Christianity if you really pay attention.
So that's all religion, all other religions.
No, I got that, but I'm talking about Islam and Christianity because these two are the most similar. Meaning he's counterfeiting God, the one true God, with his own religion. And he's had several other religions that do the same, they just in different ways. Buddhism, Hinduism, all of that. Because I can go deep into that and really get into some stuff and say the fallen angels that were cast out of heaven, those fallen angels serve as gods in other religions. Because it's a third of the angels that were cast out. Who knows how many angels there really are or really were at the time? It could be billions. It could be quadrillions. Because Hinduism has hundreds of gods. So this is theory. This is a theory of mine, because I'm saying each Greek god, each Egyptian god, each Roman god, each Hindu god, it's a fallen angel. But I'm speaking specifically about Islam because in the Bible, whenever an angel came to visit anyone in the Bible, they never caused pain. The only verse or only book in the Bible you can go to where it talks about an angel causing pain to a man was when Jacob chose to wrestle with God, and God touched his femur and broke it. But it's because Jacob chose to wrestle with God. But any other time any angel visited anybody in the Bible, they gave them prophecy, they gave them hope, they gave them good news, they gave them marching orders. But when the angel visited Muhammad in the Quran, he caused pain to Muhammad. So that's why I said I theorized that religion itself, even though other religions I could say could be the same, is a counterfeit of Christianity, because that's what he does. He likes to counterfeit and copy God and twist it to his own use. You feel what I'm saying, Dragon?
I get you, big bro.
Yeah, we agree to disagree. It's all good.
Punishments were for that time. Cooking Norway. If the Sahaba went to Norway, they would love it. They would migrate. I don't know. They would just be like, "Who needs Sharia? You have Norway." Like what? Yeah. Like you think Allah Subhanahu wa Taala didn't know about the time and place that's gonna come? Like the Sharia is the Sharia. We believe in it. Yeah. The hudud are hudud. We stand by them. We're not afraid of. We're not ashamed. We don't apologize. We don't water anything down. We don't compromise. None of that.
Did you notice? This is the same person, right? Speaking like this, and then he sounded different in every single. Is that the same guy? Am I confused?
He's practicing taqiyya, like I told y'all before, lying to non-Muslims to expound Islam.
It's like now he's trying to look more, sound more American. Has the hat on, or he's three. It looks like three different people. Sounds like three different people. But you heard what he had to say, right? You heard what he had to say. Look at this. And it says, be on the lookout, Texas. They're running these fake We Love Jesus campaigns all across your state. Remember I showed you the guy when he mentions Jesus and you wonder why? Well, see, they're putting that in there now to fool people, to act like, no, we love Jesus too. We love Jesus too.
I've seen that shit.
Once again, they practicing that taqiyya, lie to non-Muslims to promote Islam.
This is what is happening.
That is in the Sharia law, folks.
Happening on the ground. And while women like this are saying this.
Just woke up to the news that Dick Cheney is dead. And you can tell I literally just woke up to the news that Dick Cheney is dead. So not only do we get a Muslim mayor of New York, but Dick Cheney is rotting in hell. What a day. Jihad is already winning. Just woke up to the news that Dick Cheney is.
Did she just say jihad?
Yes, she did.
Boy.
Jihad is all.
And what's
already
crazy
winning.
is
Now,
this woman right here, because she's showing her hair and showing her body, she's actually in Sharia law will be put to death. She'd be put to death, or she'd be locked up.
I'm not celebrating anybody's death, but Dick Cheney was a warlord, in my opinion, a war criminal. I have absolutely no love for him. But this is what we're doing. But see, while she's doing that, celebrating jihad coming, celebrating Sharia law, this is why I said the coalition is not going to stick. If you don't know, there's a protest in D.C. today against Trump. And the women are dressed like the Handmaid's Tale. The same women who got in Zohar Mamdani, who are celebrating Sharia law, who want what has happened in the UK to come here, they are protesting Trump as though he's going to literally like the hand.
Hey man, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these blue cities that have a lot of Muslims in it actually fool these white liberal women to start covering up more and start to be a little bit more conservative. Because they're so much sheep, they'll probably fall for any type of brainwashing.
Yep.
Any type of brainwashing.
Inmates tell us supposed to be like the Christians who want to set women back and all of that. When literally this is happening with Sharia law. This is happening with the very thing they are ushering in. It doesn't get more insane than this. How are you protesting in these garbs, defending women's rights, but you're all about Muslims taking over and Sharia law?
God dang it.
Really? Really? Most of these people are just paid protesters, paid actors. It's all for show. It's all to push an agenda.
Yeah, they be having like paid actors that are like sprinkled here and there. And because these motherfuckers are such sheep, they got some that's not being paid that's out there with the paid actors protesting.
Yep.
At least get paid. God dang.
I mean, this looks like clownery, complete and utter clownery. But I do want to show
The
you
paid ones are the ones that
because
the paid ones are the ones that are organizing it, and they getting everybody together. Hey, they're the ones that shouting the dang chants and stuff, organizing them and whatnot. These motherfuckers just being sheep.
I want you to listen.
You got folks that they had people that were current conservative asking people at these protests stuff, and these motherfuckers couldn't even tell them why they was out there. I remember one person said, "I'm just out here because I want to be out here. I ain't had nothing else to do." I'm like, really? God damn.
This is a Muslim woman in the UK who feels as though that they've taken it too far, that the Muslims in the UK have taken this all too far.
Politicians doing everything is doing. I think there is a big responsibility. Politicians doing everything is doing. I think there is a big responsibility of the Muslim community in that, because we have tried to change the British. It is totally different now. It's nothing like Britain before. You know, it's everybody's like doing their own thing and they want to adapt everything. So this country's own culture has disappeared. You know, and I think this is something that needs to come back if we want to be, feeling the important. Because, you know, if the British society changed to other countries, rules and religious expectation and everything, then you cannot expect, the Britain, politicians to be.
You know what's sad is that I bet you a large majority of Muslim women aren't really down with how they're treated, or how they live, with the whole Sharia law thing. Even the ones that's in the UK and they got their husbands and whatnot, they're trapped. Yep. They ain't got no choice. They grew up like that. They in it. They ain't got no choice. So the only good thing for anybody that can lean on something is maybe the women of that community. But that you have to put together a very big propaganda package to try to get them swayed, because you're not gonna sway them. This woman here's probably dang hiding for her life. She done went on camera talking to this, probably somebody in her community like, we got to get her ass. You might not ever see her ass again.
British to you.
Yeah. So this interest, you think Britain has been too accommodating almost?
Yes, it is. And I think this multicultural, everything coming into it has made it like the society has changed to everybody's adaptations. Like everybody's doing their own thing, schools and everything, they're like having different kind of holidays. Everybody's having different kind of, their own adaptations. And I think, if you go to Tower Hamlets Council and you want to speak to someone about, Before I would go to council and I would see that they would expect it and they understand me. But now they will be like, oh, in your culture it happens, so adapt to it.
So basically, we're about to end this part and go to a little bit of crypto news, but I want to say this one last thing. The difference between over there and over here is that society, their government has kowtowed to the immigrant population. They've decided to change everything to basically accommodate everybody. Like they ain't stand on business. They ain't stand on their articles of formation or whatever they're written on in their country. I can't remember what it is through history class. I think there's a document by the name of oh God, I can't remember. It's something in the British. I learned this shit in history and just can't remember. But they've gotten away from all of that shit. America's not gonna get away from our Constitution. You might well forget that shit. I mean, you got people now, even though they don't even know what's in that bitch, they quick to say something god dang is unconstitutional. Yep. They so sensitive to it. That's why you ain't gonna see us get away from that shit. Oh no. Because you got people that know the Constitution, they ain't gonna let you get away with shit. And you got folk that don't know the Constitution that's gonna be sensitive to anything abrupt that you do. Big good example. Look at Trump now. He hadn't broken no constitutional laws. He hadn't broken not one constitutional law. The only time you've had him being brought up and tried, like he's going through now the tariffs and the other stuff, but you gotta understand that not all Supreme Court judges are conservative. They got their own agenda too. That's why you have to balance the court, Supreme Court. You got to balance it. That's why you have each president come in and they appoint their Supreme Court people, their judges. You got to make it balanced. So you have all these smaller, all that time he was getting sued by all these people and stuff about his the things he was doing in executive orders. He has supreme law to put down in executive orders. They want to strike down anything, they can do that shit in Congress. That's all due process. However, you had the smaller courts in like states and stuff going against him because they had an agenda. He hasn't broken any constitutional law. Matter of fact, whenever the SNAP thing happened, he actually got his constitutional lawyers to look up how they could legally fund SNAP. And then he went back and said, you know what? No, I'm not going to try to fund SNAP because these Democrats in the Senate are messing up. And they are basically, you know, I can't trust them to do right. And we have to be tough with them because they need to not have to have this 1.3 trillion added to this budget. We got to stand strong. So that's why he took it back. But he was all putting steps together, and he basically put his fillers out there to find out how he could fund SNAP from the emergency fund, one of the emergency funds. But anyway, folks, yeah, let's go ahead and do a little crypto news with Crypto Dragon, baby. Let's go ahead and do this thing, man.
All right, I'm gonna just do one article because
that's fine. That's fine.
It's late, so give me just a second so I can get that pulled up. All right. So what I want to actually speak about is the Humanity Protocol integrates open finance into human ID. So in New York, as of 5th today, Humanity Protocol, an on-chain digital identity solution provider, today announced a new integration that brings together MasterCard's open finance connectivity with Humanity Protocol's identity verification platform, Human ID. Rolling out first in the United States, the enhanced platform will enable users to tap into open finance technology to access credit, loans, and real-world financial services through Humanity Protocol. Human ID is designed from the ground up to support cross-platform verifications, allowing users to carry their verified identity and financial credentials portable across an all-extent blockchain and centralized ecosystems, whether verifying eligibility for RWA on Ethereum, accessing embedded lending on a neobank, or unlocking personalized DeFi products on Solana. The same human ID can be reused privately, securely, and compliantly. For example, users can cryptographically demonstrate specific personal attributes like I earn over 75,000, I own a qualifying asset, or I meet the collateral threshold, safely and securely with selective disclosure made possible through zero-knowledge cryptography. Pause. It's telling you right there, and I have to say this shit to where they're able to peep exactly what you have, how much you have, and where you get it from in regards to your human identification, because there's going to be AI agents that's going to be operating and doing things, and then there's going to be humans. So eventually, because everything is moving over to a digital aspect of it, you're either going to have your information put online digitally so that way they can verify you that way, or you're going to have some slight difficulties. That's just here in the States, not necessarily outside of the States. But that's one of the things that they're implementing. So let me go ahead and continue real quick. Verifying personal financial information when opening an account can often be time consuming. Here, watch this pitch. Listen. And involve manual touch points. Powered by an integration to MasterCard's open finance technology, human ID holders will now be able to quickly verify their personal financial details, such as income level. Now that can clock how much that you make, cash flow, the extra cash that you have coming in, or asset ownership when opening up a human ID account. Data is validated and turned into cryptographic proofs that lenders and services can trust. So because they have all your financial information, they're able to say, yeah, we don't want to give you this, or yeah, we will give you that. Basically, we believe that identity is foundational to the future of finance, said Terrence Walk, founder of Humanity Protocol. Together with MasterCard, we're enabling our human ID holders to demonstrate they meet financial requirements without spending valuable time on manual processes. One key use case is leveraging open finance to validate critical elements tied to their human ID. Verifying bank account ownership and validating identity attributes used to link the financial account. These reusable and privacy-preserving credentials facilitate efficient and trusted interactions across traditional and decentralized financial platforms, and can simplify and accelerate participation in real-world asset markets. Data, securely permissioned by the consumer who owns it. It can be a powerful asset, I bet, in many parts of our daily lives, said Jess Turner, global head of open finance and developer experience at MasterCard. We're tapping into the power of open finance to fuel more convenient, secure financial experiences that people can depend on. Humanity Protocol is a decentralized identity platform that enables individuals to prove they are real. See, I told you. Unique and human without disclosing sensitive personal data. You already are. You're giving up all your financial shit, all the amount of money and what you make, how you make, where it come from, and everything else. All your little side bit is what they pull, even though they say without disclosing sensitive personal data. It combines Palm-based biometrics with zero-knowledge proofs to create a secure privacy-first identity layer for Web3 and beyond. So about Humanity Protocol is a decentralized identity platform, that enables individuals to prove they are real, unique, and human without disclosing sensitive personal data. So, securely permissioned by the consumer who owns it can be a powerful asset in many parts of our daily lives, said Jess Turner, global head of open finance and developer at MasterCard. They're tapping into the power of open finance to fuel more convenient, secure financial experiences that people can depend on, basically. So if you choose to do human ID with MasterCard and go along with their digital product and program, that's on you. Just, we don't give financial information out here. We just report the news. So just know to where if you do have if you have a MasterCard, chances are eventually they're going to want to put you inside of a digitized system. So even though technically we are in a digitized system as it is now they actually want to do that, like all full blown. And for the last article, real quick, I want to touch on what the central banks need to modernize supervision tools for stable coins. So, as tokenized finance accelerates globally, centralized banks face a critical blind spot. While considerable efforts have been invested in crafting regulatory frameworks for vital asset service providers, far less attention has been paid to the supervisory infrastructure needed to enforce these rules. The gap threatens to undermine even the most proportionate regulatory regimens, and that threat is particularly acute in emerging markets where dollar-backed stablecoins are reshaping monetary dynamics at unprecedented speed. Analysis from the Cambridge Center of Alternative Finance identifies this challenge as a part of widening innovation delta, the gap between regulators' capacity to supervise financial innovations and the rate of innovation itself. Among the deltas for manifestations, the temporal mismatch proves most acute for supervision. Most regulatory reporting relies on the quarterly figures where tokenized finance moves in seconds. What is the dollar denomination stablecoin value head domestically? What is the velocity of domestic stablecoin holdings compared to traditional foreign exchange reserves? What proportion of remittances flows now occur through stablecoin rails? Central banks can draw lessons from the fintech industry and leverage the properties of blockchain. Traditional payment providers are integrating stablecoin rails, creating hybrid systems that combine blockchain settlement speed with regulatory clarity. Blockchain-based proof of reserve systems shift supervision from periodic checking to continuous monitoring. Cross-chain interoperability protocols aggregate supervisory data, addressing the challenge that stablecoins pose as they operate across multiple blockchain networks. Urgency of adoption. Soup tech development must begin early in the regulatory process, not as an afterthought. Every quarter that central banks lack real-time visibility into stablecoin flows represents a quarter where financial stability risk accumulates unobserved and capital controls develop leakages. For emerging markets, delay compounds these costs and creates adverse selection in regulatory compliance. Authorities need robust mechanisms for real-time sharing of supervisory information, particularly for the borderless nature of virtual assets and systematic risk. The challenge extends beyond national borders. Cross-border stablecoin flows that appear innocuous in one country may reveal significant patterns when aggregated. Both the Financial Stability Board and the International Organization of Securities Commission identify cross-border cooperation as critical for effective virtual asset supervision. They said it's critical for them to be able to watch every bitch where that motherfucker shit is going. In their respective reports published in 2025, IOSCO emphasizes that the need for information sharing across the regulatory lifecycle, including during authorization, supervision, and enforcement stages. The FSB found that gaps in data quality and limited regulatory reporting by VASP or VASP hinder effective monitoring of financial stability risk. These concerning weaknesses In implementing FSB's recommendation, 3 underscore the urgency for cross-border cooperation in supervision. The value of supervisory data increases substantially when multiple jurisdictions adopt compatible systems. Enhanced international coordination is essential to implement consistent oversight and address regulatory abridged risks. As the CCAF notes in its analysis, without system-level innovation, the innovation delta will continue widening, creating space for regulatory abridged, jeopardizing consumer protection, including financial instability and weakening public trust. For central banks, modern on-chain supervision tools are not merely an efficiency improvement, but a necessity for fulfilling their mandates and for emerging markets maintaining monetary sovereignty. Modern finance requires modern supervision. Hopefully, it would mitigate a modern financial crisis. And that's what I have for crypto news and financial news today.
All right, folks. So, been a good show tonight, man. We're gonna go ahead and cut it here. You guys have a wonderful night. Be aware of everything that's going on around y'all, guys, because if you haven't noticed, the world is a different place now.
Then, brothers, if you
America is changing.
Get your passport.
Get your passport. Watch New York, because New York will show you how the Democratic Party is going.
Just get
Watch
your
New York. Get your passport. Peace out.